It's Wednesday, June 14, and you're listening to the Next Level Podcast, episode 70. I'm Emmy Bassavand. Now in color, we have John Danho.
Technicolor.
In 1080 HD, we have RXZ.
What up, what up?
In a cinematic 24 frames a second, we have Alvo.
Hello, hello.
And we have Josh in the booth because today is our first video podcast.
Hell yeah, dude.
Alvo, you're
True
in the
that.
movie business. Do you know what these things are?
They are digital cameras.
Oh, yeah. We call them cams in the industry.
I think I recommended
Yeah,
these
dude.
to you, right? Didn't I tell you
Yeah.
about these? Okay, yeah. I mean,
Cam
they're like
cams?
Cam
they're-
cams.
yeah,
is that
dude, cam
slang?
cams.
It's funny because they resemble
Industry slang.
they resemble what we used to shoot our short films on in like high school, but they don't have the DV cam, so they're able to be slightly slimmer, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's like, yeah, those are my cams.
it's
all
funny.
right.
It feels so like my cams, my
Cam
camis,
cams. Yeah, these are my camis.
Cameronis,
Got 'em from
Cameroons.
Sammy's camis.
Sammy's camis.
But that's not why we're here.
Yeah.
What we're here is because of Electronic 3.
Electronic
That's
3.
three big E's.
Expo.
Back to back. Expo. Electronic Expo. So yeah, that's going on right now. The show floor opened up yesterday and a whole bunch of press conferences and a whole bunch of other stuff happened. So that's what we're going to talk about. I have a list of all the press conferences. We're going to talk about some exciting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
How
It's
about
been
that,
fun
man?
watching those press conferences.
It's been interesting, dude. I
Yeah.
actually want to, like, just to talk about the panels for a second. You mentioned earlier you didn't see Digital Devolver's panel.
That's the only one that I didn't watch. That's the only one that I don't have anything for.
Let
So
me-
if you want to talk about that a little bit.
I'm simply just going to bring up the fact that
Who was
it's,
on it?
I don't know. It's the Digital Devolver. I don't even know if they're a developer. I don't even know who
They're a
these people
publisher.
are.
They
Publisher.
basically publish a whole bunch of
Cool.
indie games.
Nice.
Smallest.
Okay. So these people are weird, dude, and they just deconstructed all of E3. So they had a woman host, okay, and they're making fun of the fact, this is what it seemed like to me, they're making fun of the fact that all these big companies and different publishers get like women hosts who don't really know like what they're talking about, right?
Ubisoft
Not that it
and,
has anything to do with the women, but simply like just random people, like random women just for the sex appeal or whatever, just to sell it, right? So they get this random woman and she's just saying weird shit like, check a look, and then it's like a trailer of some fake game and stuff like that. Halfway
fake game?
Of a
It's like-
fake game.
So they're parodying E3.
They're parodying
Oh,
E3. They're
that's great.
deconstructing
At
E3
E3 though.
At E3.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then halfway through the thing, like she just starts to get a bloody nose, and then as it goes on, she just starts bleeding like from her mouth, everything like just
Oh my
blood coming down on her
God.
thing, and she's just
That
like
sounds like
announcing
some
things.
Adult Swim shit, dude.
It is, and then every time the people would clap, she'd be like, "Shut up," and then she'd continue going on to the next like
Do you know
whatever.
who the actress was?
No, I don't even remember. I simply like skipped through like the panel just to see like the
Interesting.
devolution.
Wait, it wasn't
of this.
animation or anything, right? It was
No,
like
it
actual
was a real
people.
What's
yeah,
it
it was a
called
real
again?
thing. Digital Devolver.
Devolver
I just
Digital.
wanna
Devolver did whatever,
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
Was
But
this
it's, like,
at
fun to see.
Electronic 3 or is this like Eric DeAndre show? You know what I mean?
You know what?
Might as well be.
That's a
Yeah.
fantastic question.
yeah, it seems like it would be.
That's awesome.
That, that's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's pretty neat. Yeah,
Wait, but
that's-
it's an actual game company from what I could see here.
It's a publisher.
It's a publisher.
Yeah, they
Digital
don't develop
Devolver
games. Yep.
Okay.
They just publish a whole bunch of like small indie titles.
I don't know
That's
if they-
basically what they do.
yeah. I don't know if they revealed any like real games that they're coming out with, but they revealed like a ton of fake random things.
Well,
Like
what do you mean fake, dude?
Just
like
like-
fake, as in like these games don't exist.
I don't think they exist. I don't think they will exist. It was simply like a joke, like a prank. I think for some of them, some of them might have been real, but like some of them were actually pretty fucking whack.
That's
I don't remember
bizarre.
all of them. I literally watched it as a skim thing, but it was a really odd conference because everyone was just laughing about it. It was just a giant meme. Like they said Devolver Digital shit posted E3. They were just a giant shit post of E3.
They're just having
there you
fun.
By the way,
Yeah.
I have to say their Twitter description is funny. It's voted best video game label ever 2009, 2010, 2011, 2013, and 2018.
Interesting. Dude, they probably
Sure.
got more marketing, more publicity.
Big time.
That's probably what they were going for too. They're like, hey, everybody's gonna be talking about us now because they laughed so much. It's gonna be on
Right.
Reddit.
It's like shock factor, you know?
Yeah, it's
like
like
put something that like people don't expect and people
Yeah.
haven't really seen before.
yeah.
And
If you had the
Yeah.
question, who's Devolver Digital? It's like, oh, okay, now I kind of know.
yeah,
about
it's that
them.
crazy
I've heard-
video game company that
Yeah,
do
Where-
stupid shit.
Whereas
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
had no clue who they were.
Exactly.
But now at least they're in my lexicon in some way.
Exactly. Same
Yeah.
here. there you go.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Exactly. I'm gonna actually look up some of their stuff in the future. You're watching like a GIF or two, right? It's
yeah,
weird,
I'm
dude.
just like I don't recognize the actress. I thought I would have known who it
Yeah.
would be, or like a comedian or something. But
no.
No.
interesting.
Random.
No, it just looks like a parody, like a parody of like a Steve Jobs kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that's
Like,
kind of what it was.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch it later.
I mean,
That's
Nintendo
cool.
has done a lot of weird stuff in the past too.
Yeah,
they
they've
did
done-
like
Speaking of Nintendo's weirdness, if we can.
Oh no,
go
we'll
into
get to
that.
Nintendo.
Okay.
We'll get
All
to
right.
Nintendo.
Because that
Yeah.
guy, I mean,
That's the grand finale, man. We'll get there.
Oh my god.
That's the finale,
That's
dude.
the
Yeah,
grand
that's the
finale.
finale.
I mean,
on a
there's a lot of
strong
great
one.
stuff. But
Okay, so we're
yeah.
gonna go in order of
Yeah.
the press conferences as they happen. So Saturday morning at 11:30 a.m. was EA,
All right.
which I didn't watch.
which
I
you didn't watch.
I didn't watch
didn't
their
watch it.
panels. I didn't watch any panels
Yeah.
really. I just watched like the trailers for the games I was
Sure.
interested in and stuff like that. Yeah.
They had a couple very interesting stuff at the at EA. First of all, was A Way Out,
Yeah,
which,
which
I
you
don't
brought
know
up
if
to me.
which I brought up to Alvo.
It's fucking cool. It's reminiscent a little bit of Uncharted. The
Sure,
last one,
just because it's like
it's
a
because
little
the brothers,
story-based and-
but
yeah.
also like I think it is tipping its hat to it as well.
Isn't
But-
it like the co-op one?
Yeah,
yeah,
Isn't it
it's
based? Isn't
very
it by the
smart.
guys who did like Two Brothers or
Mhm.
Brotherhood?
Brothers. Yeah, Brothers.
I don't know
Tale
if you
of
get,
Two
I don't know if you
Sons.
want to describe it, but I think the concept of it is really cool. And
It
I
is.
think it's really
So it's
good
basically
story.
you can only play that game split screen.
Yeah.
And that's the
Only.
whole point of it. Yeah. And so whenever one person, you're basically playing two different storylines at the same time. And whenever one person gets into a story beat and they go through a cinematic, their side of the split screen gets bigger and bigger, while the other player shrinks a little bit. And you know that's to like put focus on the player that's actually doing something at that moment. It's a very interesting way of doing things.
The other player who's not in like the cinematic or the story beat, as you put it, they can have also the option of like walking around, interacting
Yeah.
with the rest of the environment.
They're
and
still
stuff like
playing
that.
their game. They're still playing their story.
game.
You
It's-
linked it on Mumble actually, and I watched the trailer for A Way
Yeah.
Out, and it
Yeah.
looked amazing. Like
Yeah.
halfway through it, I was wowing. I was like telling you, dude, this looks really good.
Yeah.
As the two people working together, helping
Super
each other
unique.
through the different tasks,
Yeah,
and
it's
very unique.
challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looked like I'd love to play that co-op with some of my friends for sure.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is no single player, correct?
I don't think so. Not
Huh.
the way that they showed it.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, it's weird because they're actually blurring the definitions of what is single player, what isn't. Because yeah, it's co-op,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't qualify this as multiplayer content. I would,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I would qualify it as
Really?
co-op.
Yeah, it is
It's
co-op, but
co-op.
at the same time,
You can't
it's
say
like
that it's single player.
I'm not. But it's funny how single player, like to me, has now become like this blob term for not just single player that you're playing things singly, but single player as in you're just interacting with the game,
I see.
nothing with online communities
Really?
or things like that.
Well, you're interacting with your friend.
yeah,
like
so
they're
it is
playing
just
a
co-op,
character,
but it's
yeah.
just an interesting. like,
You know what's interesting? I remember it reminded me oddly. I don't know if it reminded anyone else of this. Probably not. But Call of Duty World at War. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I
which one
love
the
that
last Call
shit.
of Duty was back then.
I
but like
love
that
World
one
at
had
War.
great co-op. It was
It
split
did?
screen co-op.
Yeah?
Where you could just I would play that with my brother and we would play actual like Call of Duty missions together as two soldiers. So it
Yeah.
kind of reminded me of that. It's
Reminds
like,
me of Gears
we're
of
bo-
War in that case
Yes,
as well.
Oh,
Very
sure.
similar to
War,
Gears
yeah.
of War,
definitely.
like style. Like,
But
Gears of War is phenomenal.
It's
too.
like Gears of War with like choices too, because you're also adding the factor of like you can do it in different ways. I think that was an interesting thing that was
Yeah.
in the trailer. It kind of reminded me of Hitman, which you've
Oh,
been
sure.
obsessed about.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, dude,
So-
Hitman is so good.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Um,
man. That is actually like very. Was that the first thing that they revealed at the?
It was one of the first ones. I don't know if it
That's
was
a
the very
very
first one.
bold like beginning.
Yeah,
If
totally.
if it was in
Now
the
that you
around
say-
the beginning, it's a bold.
Now that
beginning.
you say that's part of EA, I wouldn't expect EA to make a game like that for some
well,
they're
they're
not,
not
they're just
making
publishing
it.
it.
They're publishing it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
it's like a
they-
small developers
Are they gonna have
producing
like
it.
skins and microtransactions?
Yeah,
Oh, I
hope
hope
not.
so. Oh, dude, I hope so.
Yeah.
for
Like,
controversy.
buy a red hat for your guy, you know, and then
Yeah.
like you partner
But
with
it's a
someone.
story, though.
Dude, maybe you can queue online.
You
And
can.
it, like
It's
it
sort of
assigns
like-
you a random
it's
person.
matchmaking if you don't have a friend to play with.
Okay,
yeah.
beautiful. So you
Oh.
matchmake with someone,
Yeah.
and this guy you're playing with has like a crazy getup, and you're just like jealous. He's wearing like a multicolored jacket and
Yeah.
shit, and you're like, wow, okay, I'm just like wearing plain old bland clothes.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go on the store and get
It's
a little
kind of
cool.
like
I'm gonna
Grand-
spend my get out coins.
Dude, if
to-
they have a
to way out.
Super Powerpuff Girls shirt or a Fallout 4 shirt,
You're
wouldn't
down.
you just like have your character wear that shit?
Probably not the Powerpuff one, but Fallout for
Wow,
sure.
dude, I take insult.
They won't have the Fallout
I would
one.
wear a Powerpuff. I'd wear a Bubbles.
Bubbles?
Yeah,
Okay, are we
man.
talking about character specific shirts? Because I'll wear them.
Oh yeah. dude.
Mojo Jojo all the way.
Okay, that's fair, dude.
But
There you
no,
go.
I was gonna say it's also like it's kind of crossing into GTA 5 territory too, a little bit because you get like back then with that you had the multiple characters, and I always thought to myself, I was like, what if like you could do co-op with this, where like you're actually playing as 3 different characters, and that's what they did with GTA Online. You know,
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
for sure.
There's a lot of co-op missions, if you want to call it that.
This is like a much more. I see where the comparison is
Condensed,
made,
yeah.
but it's much more enclosed, and
Uh-huh.
it's like trying to tell a very specific story. I think
Right.
the closest comparison, honestly, is what the one we made. The first one is most like Uncharted, most like an Uncharted
Yeah.
clone, except not clone. I mean, most like an Uncharted style game,
Yeah.
but co-op.
Yeah.
I think that's like the really what
I
it
wonder, I wonder how
Split screen
open the world is going to be, though.
It's in a prison, right?
No, I mean not the whole thing.
Prison Break.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You
Like-
make your way out.
the trailer.
Eventually, you make your way out.
yeah, it says the rest.
No, I mean like how open world is the game going to be, or how directed
Oh.
the game
I
is.
know,
No, but like
shit.
in the
That's what I'm
trailer,
asking.
I
it
think,
actually
yeah.
said that. It's like, but this is not the game. Like this is just the beginning, and like it starts like
Interesting.
they're running away together and like trying to get
Yeah.
away from.
Oh
cops and
well, I
stuff.
mean, I'm very interested to know more about this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
and it's
I mean the
a
fact that
very
it's
weird
like
thing.
the fact that it's appealing to us on so many levels, and we're comparing it to so many games is like tip of a hat to them. For
Yeah, no,
definitely.
we're
doing that.
talking about it a
Yeah.
decent bit. You know what I mean? So it
I
goes
was
to show.
amazed. I was definitely amazed.
I was
dude.
surprised too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the surprise like helped my amazement because where the hell did this come from? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Nice.
Dude, I was surprised first, and then my surprise evolved into amazement.
There you go, yeah,
Aw.
exactly.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
a nice little
Let's just
evolution.
hope, let's just like devil's advocate here, but like let's just hope the split screen just doesn't get annoying, you know,
Yeah.
because
Sure.
it
I
could
mean,
it could frankly
It's
get
split
interesting.
screen after all.
It's interesting because I remember reading or hearing that even if you're queuing like online, not queuing, whatever,
Right.
you matchmaking, you find someone online, it's still split screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like even if you're not sitting next to them, it's still split
It's a
screen.
design
You don't-
choice to keep it split screen. And like I'm just
It makes
curious
sense.
how, like
It's cool.
if the entire framework of the game is like that,
But I
they
think
probably have a very good
The
reason
fact
for
that
it.
Yeah.
the fact that it's malleable, the fact that it's changing keeps it fresh.
Sure.
It doesn't stay like stagnant in the middle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
This
just
is
had a
good that we're
thought.
doing this visually. But.
I just had. Oh yeah, we can do like signs and stuff with our hands down. Like look at this. But I just had a thought. Imagine you're playing right. You're split screen. You're doing different things. So there's like a very hard contrast cut off in the middle, right? You like scenery is different, and then suddenly like you arrive at a point where you're gonna work together. Suddenly it becomes one picture.
Yeah.
It does. It does.
Right?
I remember seeing that. I
Yeah.
think in the
There's
trailer.
like certain
Exactly.
points when they're
Because
trying to
you're
like climb
standing next to
the
each other.
little shaft.
Exactly.
Mm.
And then suddenly it looks beautiful. And I feel like if they make that seamless,
Yeah.
depending on how the story goes, then it could actually be a very nice design.
Very
Seems like
fresh
it'd be-
experience, nice
Yeah.
design, exactly.
Well,
Pretty
there's
creative.
There's definitely like in the trailer they showed like cutscenes where it's like one cutscene
Yeah.
rather than like split
Exactly.
cutscene. So
Okay. I say we move on.
What
because
else
this is
does
just
EA have?
game one.
It's game
spoke
one.
many.
Game one, day one, dude.
in the game.
So another thing that EA showed was Anthem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Which
dude.
that game seems kind of nuts.
Xbox exclusive or no?
No.
Okay. Wasn't that the game that they showed? Part of my ignorance, but like, wasn't it the game that Xbox showed at the end with the robot suits?
Anthem was that? I'm pretty sure they showed that at EA.
I'm pretty
but-
sure
Okay.
they showed it at EA. They might have shown it again at
Yeah.
Microsoft. I don't know for
Right,
sure. But
okay.
I got to say, dude,
It's cool.
that looks very interesting, but I'm pessimistic about it. The reason being, I just don't trust BioWare anymore to make a game that I'm interested in and enjoy. Like, it's cool. It's going to be unique. It just looks like, but it looks like Destiny.
Well, why?
BioWare?
Yeah.
Because I think
Mass
Mass Effect on Andromeda was poop. I think Dragon Age Inquisition was garbage. Like, I don't trust them to make a game that
I mean,
entices
they
me
were,
anymore.
those were their B teams. I mean, Andromeda was definitely their B
But
team.
they're
Andromeda was their B team. You're right. I don't know if
And then
Inquisition
they have
was.
the writer. Yeah, I don't know about Inquisition.
Yeah.
But I know they have their original writer
They
from
do.
Mass Effect 1 and
Yeah.
2.
That's why it's like I'm gonna keep it on my radar. But I mean, is it gonna fill the niche that I'm gonna get?
Okay.
I'm gonna get with Destiny 2.
Let
I don't
me ask
know.
you.
know?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let's say you knew that all the people that worked on all those games you didn't like about BioWare, were different people working on this game. Would your pessimism disappear, or would you still be pessimistic about the game?
That's a great
That's
question.
because I feel like there's other reasons why.
I would still be pessimistic a little bit. No. You're right. There are
Yeah.
slightly different reasons too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's different. I would say like added on. It's just that it's EA, dude. It's EA, so I can't really try, especially with a multiplayer
I agree.
content-based game like Anthem is proposing to be.
Yeah.
You don't know they're gonna do some microtransactions that I have to pay extra for certain things.
You don't know.
Maybe pay. I don't know.
We don't know.
But I'm
only
pessimistic
speculate.
because this is the track record EA
But
has with a lot of their
Yeah.
titles, especially their big ones. I will say though, based on what suggested as well, definitely they're putting their A team on this one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
why would
first of
they-
all, like it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And the combat of it also looked very different. Like it doesn't seem very fast paced. It seems very deliberate.
Yeah.
And it seems to be an interesting choice. I know they showed like 10 minutes of gameplay at some event or whatever. Did you guys see any of that?
I saw the game. I mean, I
Yeah.
saw the main gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
Are you
me
referring
too.
to that one? Yeah, I watched it. It was interesting. It was
thought
cool.
I saw it. Okay, yeah.
Where they like
I don't know.
fly down from the plateau and they're like going and they
Yeah.
like land and then they have a squad of people on. They're
Yeah.
trying to,
Yeah.
and then they see the giant monster and they said, "Oh, we'll leave them for later." And then
Yeah.
they go, "Yeah."
A lot of
watched it.
rockets being fired and shit too. Like
Yeah.
there was this one moment where the guy kind of just stood there and there was a lot of fire coming his way, and it felt like he might have used an ability or something that absorbed the fire, and then he like sent it back.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
rockets and stuff. And Sean was actually talking about this game a lot too. He fell in love with the trailer. He
Of
thinks
course.
it looks so freaking good. He's like on board completely.
Mm.
I think it looks good
feel
too.
like
It looks fluid.
I feel like this is a jab at Destiny.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm
Is
saying.
it?
This is,
It
I
is,
think so.
clearly.
This is
and
this
like,
is EA's
for
response.
me. Yeah, for me, Destiny seems a lot more interesting.
Destiny 2 looks really interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't play
Destiny 2, that's
Destiny
the one I'm
1.
talking
but
That's my question. Is it
Destiny
going to
2 looks
scratch
good.
the itch
Dude.
that Destiny 2 is going to scratch for me? Because I'm definitely getting Destiny 2, especially
Right.
that is going to be on Blizzard app. Like
Same
that's it.
here.
This is it.
It is?
Yeah, it's going to be on Blizzard app.
Yeah, dude.
Interesting.
Only
Oh
on
my
Blizzard app.
Ooh.
Down that list of games, dude.
And then you
World
see
of Warcraft.
But
Destiny
have you
2?
played Destiny 1?
Yeah.
I played bits of it.
I played
I've
bits of
never
it too.
owned it.
Yeah.
And it seems very fun. It seems like the kind of game I would get bored with eventually. But
Right.
if I'm playing with
I heard
friends,
the-
I don't care.
I heard the
Like,
online
whatever.
was just really fun.
Yeah, I'm
Like
sure,
my friends
dude.
played it for months. so-
Sean was saying the PvE is like amazing. Like it's
Huh.
fun to do raids. It's
Mm-hmm.
very fun to like gear up. The PvP is like meaningless. He said it's like not really like.
Well, maybe they'll
anything.
change it for this one.
Maybe
You don't
yeah.
know.
But going back to your earlier point, I think it's an oversight issue. I think that's like the issue that John's trying to bring up with it
sure.
was like if you're like Mass Effect, come on, and Dragon Age, these are like AAA titles.
Yeah.
So if you don't have oversight on those titles, or if you have the same eyes on those, like, and you don't see the mistakes in them, you're not going to see the mistakes in this one, unless unless they're listening to customer
That's a good.
feedback.
That's a good way of putting it, dude.
Right?
Like the oversight. Like if they're willing to cut corners on these big things,
Yeah.
how do I know Anthem's going to be up to snuff? How do I know?
Right.
Like they have to gain my trust again. That's basically what it boils
Yeah.
down to.
They're gonna try with Anthem then.
That basically, yeah,
Right.
man. You're
What else
right.
did they-
When's that coming out? That's coming out later this year. I
Anthem?
want to say.
I don't know,
Right?
dude. I don't remember.
Is
Yeah,
it coming
I don't
out when around when Destiny 2 is gonna be coming out? or-
I sort of hope so,
Okay.
man. Like I want to
Yeah.
I want
Well,
them to clash.
Honestly, I think if Anthem's gonna be competing with Destiny 2,
Uh-huh.
I cannot see Anthem winning that at all. I think
I don't
yeah.
know, man. It looks really fucking good.
it looks good, but Destiny
looks
2
good.
already has a player base
Yeah,
and a fan
exactly.
base. Everybody who loved Destiny is gonna get Destiny 2.
Yeah, that's going to be a very difficult game to go up against.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
man.
And that first trailer for Destiny 2 just got everyone so hyped. Like
Yeah.
it was funny. It had like
I love
don't-
that tone,
Yeah,
man. It was
I
a
love
good
that tone. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's
We'll
refreshing.
I
see,
don't know.
dude.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's definitely one of the more unique and interesting games to come out of E3, and
Mm-hmm.
one that should be on everybody's radar for sure. Yeah.
What else?
Okay, moving on. Battlefront 2.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it looks fucking beautiful.
It
I
looks
didn't
good.
see
It
it.
looks
good. So did the
beautiful,
first one, but
and
yeah.
it looks super cool. But then I remembered what Battlefront 1 was.
Exactly.
And then I say to myself,
And then I asked
"What a
myself, like,
wonderful world."
have they learned from their mistakes?
so same
It seems
same,
like they have. It seems like they have.
same discourse
because-
as the last game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
No,
we
no,
trust
no.
the company.
yeah. That's what it boils down to.
So it's
right?
like basically they've kind of answered the biggest complaints towards it. There is a single player campaign. All the DLC is going to be free. All 3 eras. There's going to be space battles. Like they listen to the fans.
It's
But
a little different.
You know,
now.
So it is a little
You know what
different.
concerns me about this? Like it's supposed to come out by the end of this year, right?
Yeah, it's coming out this
So
year.
the problem with problem with these games is that they're being made too quickly. Like, how do you make a single player Star
It's
Wars?
been a 2-year cycle and it's on
I-
the same engine. So
Yeah,
like,
but they've
they're
also-
not rebuilding it from the ground up.
I know,
They're just
but
adding on
I
to
know,
it.
but was Battlefield 1 just a beta for them? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like the $60
Yeah,
beta.
Battlefront
basically.
Yeah.
And then that's like a big
$60
fuck.
It was a
That's like
beta.
a big fuck you to the customers. So I feel like the customers, even though I get it, it's Star Wars, it's a big property, but like I feel like the customer should be like kind of skeptical of this
I am skeptical,
for sure.
and
I
I'm,
am.
I'm very
doubt I'm
skeptical
gonna pick
too,
it up.
but like I
it
think
looks
I will.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it. Okay,
you're a
listen.
Star
If you're
Wars
gonna
fan,
pick it
it's
up,
must.
dude, don't pick it up day one. Just wait.
Yeah,
Just
no,
wait
of
to
course.
see. Yeah, just
I
wait
mean,
to
I bought-
see. Don't pre-order.
I'll play the beta.
I bought Battlefront
Yeah.
on PS4 for like $6. So
Are you serious?
yeah, seriously.
Well,
During
why?
one of the
How?
sales.
Did you like it?
I mean, I
For
played it for
$6, yeah, man.
yeah, for
Fucking
$6
yeah.
I fucking
Not
loved
for
it.
60.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that's the
Fair
thing.
enough, dude. This is what we
Wait a
always
year.
boil down to. All right,
Yeah.
it's like, what does it cost, and did it give you the fun
Yeah.
for the price?
So
know
here,
that's-
the game is great
Yeah.
for $15. Oh, this game was $30. Same game. Oh my god, trash game, dude. How could they put this fucking shit out?
This is
you know?
why I respect Sony, man, because like we'll get to it, but like Knack 2, it's gonna be $40.
Oh, please.
Come on, man.
I'm excited.
Still not worth it.
let's
Moving
go
on.
on.
Let's move on.
I gotta say though,
Let's
just
move on.
before we move on,
Sony, man, I'm excited.
before we move on, I just want to say one more thing. You're absolutely correct. It looks like the most beautiful game
Yeah.
that I think is going to be around for a long time. Like graphically,
Which one?
Battlefront 2.
Oh, sure.
It looks even better than the first one,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the first
By
one was
miles.
cutting edge. So I don't understand like what
Yeah.
they're doing with this Frostbite engine.
Does it look
but
better
it's
than
radical.
Anthem?
I think it does actually. Just because the aesthetic is more like,
Yeah,
you know,
just
you
because
have
it has
an
the Star Wars
imagination
aesthetic
with
to it,
Yeah, the
exactly.
Star Wars
But
aesthetic.
I see.
I'll
With
be
this,
honest,
yeah.
the EA games for me, this is like Battlefield included down the line. It's not the way they look. The way they look is fucking awesome. It's just the mechanics.
Yeah.
It's the mechanic. It boils
Yeah.
down to mechanics
Yeah,
for
of
me.
course.
I can't play any.
I mean,
game.
you're correct. It should boil down to mechanics for you in every game, dude.
Yeah, of
But
course.
graphics is a nice little like frosting on the cake. That's
It
what
is frosting on the cake because I
frosting
play a
on the
whole lot of games
And it
that
sells
the
a lot of
graphics are
games.
shit, but the mechanics
Yeah.
are wonderful, like Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Yeah.
It's the oldest game in the book. I love it.
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. Let's move on. So last game, I don't want to spend too much time on this. This is the last EA game I want to talk about is Need for Speed Payback,
Sure.
which
Oh,
looks
I didn't even
fucking
see that.
incredible.
You're the racing.
I'm the racing
savant.
guy. Yeah, I love that shit.
But I love Need for
Um,
Speed. Does
I
it
do
have
like
cops,
Need for
the
Speed.
cops thing again.
Yeah, so like that's kind of the big deal about it. Like they're bringing cops
Hot
back
Pursuit.
from like what was it, Hot Pursuit? Yeah,
Good.
Most Wanted,
That was the
all that
funniest
stuff.
part.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're ditching the FMV stuff, which makes me a little sad.
What's FMV?
Full motion video. Like
I don't know
they
that.
they video like that's how the last Need for Speed was.
Oh,
It's like they
inside the
videotape
car?
actual actors
Oh right.
and they
right,
like
right.
they splice that into the actual gameplay. It's the
Oh,
fucking most
wow.
bizarre, like bad acting. It's so bad that it's good. It's like one of those.
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
Well, they
That's
scrapped it
sorta
for
like
good
that.
reason.
Yeah, they scrapped it. So
Was it
no more
kind of like
FMV.
Tony Hawk bad acting? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that was also.
It's like
EA.
bad good though.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
that was Activision.
So this one's called Payback.
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 Is
It,
there like
it
a-
actually looks really cool.
Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
the trailer and
Like, did you
everything?
guys ever play
More like
Burnout? The
comeback.
Burnout games?
No.
Whenever you smash into a different car and
Mm.
then like it slows down, you see the other car like just like tumbling away.
Does it show
It's
damages
like
and
that.
stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
Yep.
Dude, I haven't played a racing game in a really long time, but I feel like I'm gonna get back on that train. I'm probably
I
gonna
feel
pick
like
up
Need for
Payback.
Speed is like the Mortal Kombat of racing games. You know, it has a sense of humor.
Wow,
Well
that is
done.
That is
actually
an
Totally.
amazing
Well
Right?
done.
a
poignant.
fantastic analogy
Thank you.
comparison. Yeah.
Pablo
yeah.
just
By the
dropping
way,
the bombs today,
Quick,
dude.
quick thing. Did you guys watch the 25th anniversary of Mortal Kombat today that they had at
No.
E3?
Today?
I've been watching the sub panels, and this might be a good like break between panels, but
Okay.
I didn't plan. But like the Mortal Kombat one was great. They had the guy who like originally developed it. He was like in his 20s. It was like around our age when he was developing the first one. He was talking about
Ed
like
Boon?
he was and he was like a super nice guy, and like
How old is he now?
he's like in his 40s or
40s,
50s,
40s,
but like
50s.
he still works on it. He works on Injustice as well. But he was talking about how the industry has changed so much since back then, and how like they were the first game to get the mature title, and like
yeah,
how
I've actually watched a lot of documentaries on Mortal Kombat specifically.
ooh
Yeah,
I'd
there's-
be interested in those.
There's some really good history.
And like
on
how they
Mortal
had blood on Sega, but on Nintendo they had water, like sweat.
Yeah.
coming out.
I remember reading about this.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's cool.
yeah.
It was
They
really cool.
revolutionized like gore on video games
Yeah.
and like how that all looks.
The whole fatality system was like,
Yeah.
dude, Mortal Kombat's a very fun like series.
It is.
Yes.
An absolutely fun
And
series.
the first movie is good. The
I
rest are
actually
shit.
like
think
the
they had
movies.
to adjust like ESRB ratings for games when that shit went.
When
down.
that shit went down?
That's
Yeah,
what
they
he was
had
talking
to
about. It changed
develop,
everything.
yeah.
it was
talking
one of
about.
the first games that like
I
really
remember
pushed
now.
the boundaries. Yeah.
I
And
read
it's
that
crazy
shit.
because it's all 2D cartoons and like, come on, that's not scary. Look at the shit now that they can do. It's
Yeah.
Doom.
Funny
Insane.
shit, dude.
Doom. That's what he was
Yeah,
comparing it
dude.
to.
We will get to Doom.
I know, man. I'm excited.
Is
And
there
very
a new,
excited for
new
Doom.
announcement?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
But
notice
first,
that one.
so on Sunday at 1:30, Microsoft came on and they showed off their Xbox One X, which
Okay.
is a $500
Oh yeah. I have a lot of-
monster of a thing.
Are
Let
we
me
just gonna
tell you-
Jump right into it.
I
Yeah.
think the takeaway from that being $500 is that the Xbox One is $200,
Mm-hmm.
and now I might honestly like just pick it up if it gets like some cool games like Halos and Gears of Wars and shit like that. $200 is like nothing, you know what I mean? Like for a console.
Hey man. Oh, for a console.
For a
I was gonna
console,
say
yeah.
if like $200 is nothing, you should sign up for 5 sessions with me as a personal trainer.
That's very true.
Or you can buy my fat PS4 for $200 so
Oh
I can
yeah,
get a PS
dude?
Pro.
Oh, man, I don't know.
But no, I mean, I don't like that fact that they're okay. Like I know you guys, I mean, has a different opinion about this, but I think that like a $500 system right now is kind of like a spit in the face to customers because like I think I don't know.
They tripping? Is that what you're about to say?
No, but they're trying to appeal to a customer base that almost doesn't exist. Like,
So,
who's gonna buy a $500
I wouldn't
console when
look
they
at
could
it-
already make a PC
I wouldn't look at it like
for
that.
a couple $100 more?
Exactly. Like they're giving players options.
Right.
That's
okay.
what they're doing. Like,
They got
do you
3
want
options.
Do you want the strongest
S,
console?
X,
Do you
one.
want the strongest console on the market? You go to Xbox. Do you
Right.
want a really affordable console that's going to play all the modern games? You go to Xbox.
You still go to
If you-
Xbox, yeah.
That's
if
a
you
good
want
point.
to play first-party games and you don't want a console, that's okay. You have a PC, right?
Ah,
That's why they're doubling
I
down
see.
on the
No,
entire like
I get the logic.
cross-play, cross-buy.
I get the logic behind it, but it's like they've got. I'm trying to get an analogy going, but like they've got all the hardware but no software. Like they've got like no real exclusives that are gonna
That
like, drop.
entice you,
Yeah.
not like Sony does.
Yeah, not
You
like
know what I
Sony
mean?
does. Sony's
They
like
need
Man,
the
I was
killer,
hit
dude.
after
I was
hit after
expecting
hit.
some big Halo, some big like
Yeah,
crazy
nothing.
first-party thing.
But that's all you can expect from Xbox is like a Halo or a Forza.
unless they
But
try something.
What else?
Yeah,
What other properties can you think
but
of
you
with
know
the
what,
Xbox
dude?
name?
You know what, man?
Let me see.
That is a
Right?
good question.
You have to think and
But
see.
your tone was what struck me as interesting because you're saying, what can you expect? It's just a Halo or just a Gears of War. Do you know Halo
Gears of War,
Halo
yeah.
2 and Halo 3 were some of the greatest selling games
yes,
of all
I know.
time?
That's back
Some
when
of the
I had
most
an
influential
Xbox.
games of all
Yeah.
time too.
Yeah, like I mean, all I want to say is that if they announced like a really good Halo, just like a Halo that
Yeah.
whatever it is, it's just like a fun Halo.
I know.
I'm getting that $200 Xbox One because I
Oh,
want to.
for
I
sure.
love Halo. Halo
For
is I
sure.
grew up
I'm
on
not.
Halo.
I'm
you
not.
know?
I'm not knocking down Halo whatsoever. But I'm saying like Halo's all they have. When
Yeah.
we'll talk about this more in the Sony panel, but like Sony has so many exclusives
They
that
do,
are
dude.
just like
That's like that's
so
the thing. Like
different
Sony,
and
Sony is
original.
going for something very different from
Yeah.
what Microsoft is going.
yes,
Sony, I feel like Sony's going a lot more short form,
Yeah.
and Microsoft is going more of the long game.
well,
Like they're kind of building a foundation of
it depends on how you look at it.
because like
Yeah, right.
everyone
I mean-
everyone has Windows, right? Like
Sure.
every gamer has like plays on Windows,
uh-huh.
so you get the Windows
Hey,
store.
what about
Yeah.
Linux?
so like all of their
What
first
about
party
Mac?
stuff
Mhm.
doesn't have to go through Steam, doesn't have to go
Sure.
through anything, goes through their store. They keep
Right.
every penny.
No, I get
Like
that. But
it's
how
not-
popular
they're
is
not
their store?
necessarily- I mean, it's
Is
not,
it-
but like if some killer game comes out, that's where you're gonna play it. That's where you're gonna have to
Oh,
play it.
I mean, and they announced the Crackdown game, which like I know Crackdown's
Yeah.
kind of cool, but like,
Yeah, man, that has a huge cult following.
yeah,
Not for me.
yeah, not for me.
Like
either.
I
know
played
what?
the first one; it was okay.
Also, let me put it like this: I want to say this demographic here, most people have like that we talk to,
Glendale Armenians.
yeah, mostly have a PS4.
yeah,
Very few people have the Xbox One. Very
Yeah.
few. So if I'm gonna get something, why would I get a PS4 that all my friends have?
Play
Why
with
would I
you.
get a PS4 that all my
Josh
friends
is
have?
excited because he's the only one.
Rather
that
than
has
getting the
an
Xbox One, so that I can have the different games that they're not playing,
Yeah.
so that we can play like.
That was my
you know what
okay.
I mean?
That was my logic when I bought a PS3 when everybody else had an Xbox 360.
I love 360 though.
Yeah.
I know I had a
I love
360
the- I had it
as,
as well.
but back then I sold my 360 and I got a PS3 and Sean called me a fucking dumbass for doing it. And I was like, I'm the only one with the Blu-ray player. He's like, nobody cares about Blu-ray. And
Oh, but then everyone.
It's
Yeah.
interesting though because like sort of Microsoft and Sony have kind of switched places. Back
Yes.
in the like older
Totally.
generation, Xbox was all about like check out all these cool fucking games we have,
Yes.
and Sony was all about we have the strongest fucking thing on the
and
planet.
indie titles, like Sony was more about indie titles. Now
Exactly.
Xbox is more about indie titles. Like
It's weird, man. It's
I
like a-
actually thought that when I was watching the Xbox panel, like what they said, they're like, they said something about like investing in the developers, and I was like, wait a minute, they stole that. It's like almost like how Melania Trump stole the speech from Michelle Obama. You know, they were literally saying what PS like was saying like 4 years
I
ago.
think so, dude. Actually, I've heard that quote before. No, you're right though. They did switch places.
They
like
really,
Sony,
I mean, they might have a
kinda-
backdoor agreement. Sorry to cut you off, but
No,
like
it's
they
fine.
might have a backdoor agreement just to keep things fresh by switching places every 4 years. You know,
that's
maybe,
funny.
dude.
Oh, dude, I'm sure they'd keep in contact for sure. Oh, by the way, quick announcement. Oh man, Mayweather versus Conor is actually official.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah, like
Cool.
boxing.
Now, since we're talking about crossplay,
yeah.
that is some fucking
Yeah.
crossplay,
Yeah.
dude.
Straight boxing match, boxing rules, Las Vegas, dude.
oh,
Each fighter is gonna make $100 million that night off that fight,
holy
no matter how
What
good
about
or
the
bad
winner?
the fight is.
Yeah.
What?
What about who wins?
Oh, it's not even gonna matter. It's probably gonna be
Is
a
it
shit
title
show.
match?
No, there's no title
Oh,
on the
it's
line.
just for fun.
It's just Conor McGregor
because they just
versus
want to make some money.
Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, of course they want to make some money. This is gonna be is gonna set all records, all pay-per-view records, everything.
Yeah.
Side note, but how awesome was it when we saw the Ready to Rumble guy come out for Dave Chappelle?
Oh yeah, man.
So
Totally.
when we saw
That was
Dave
pretty
Chappelle,
funny.
when we saw Dave Chappelle perform in Vegas for
Yeah.
Coco's bachelor party, fucking the Ready to Rumble guy came out,
Oh, shit.
and he still looks the same, at least from 40 feet away.
Okay.
And he comes out, he's like, "Let's get ready to rumble, Dave Chappelle." Whatever. He's like, "Oh my god!"
I heard his
pretty
stand-up
cool,
was
man.
kind of whatever.
it
Yeah,
was
it was extremely whatever.
it was
Yeah.
very
It was-
dark.
It's
It was
okay.
very
He
political,
talked
right?
about Emmett Till, like that's how dark it got, you know, like. If you don't know Emmett Till, look it up. But it was just, he was going more for like thought provoking rather than
Funny.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is recently,
Yeah,
if
the
you watch his
comedian
Netflix
before
thing.
him though fucking came
Mo,
on and killed it.
shout out to Mo Amer. who
Yeah.
I've been following on Instagram. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Let's not
Yes.
derail too much.
Yes.
Let's talk about some games showed at Microsoft. First of all, Dragon Ball Fighter Z,
Dude, I'm
which looks
psyched.
fucking gorgeous.
It looks
Yeah.
amazing, and it's also made by the same people who did like Tekken, Injustice, all these.
no,
not
it's from
Tekken.
Guilty Gear. It's
Guilty
the people
Gear.
that did Guilty Gear.
There you go, Guilty Gear, but also Injustice. Some people who worked
Right
on
on.
Injustice. I read it too. So it's just fucking interesting shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a cool fighter.
That game
3D
looks really nice,
The
man.
art style is very
Yeah.
cool. I'm a huge
Best.
Dragon Ball Z fan,
Mhm.
and I mean I've gotten a few of their games,
Yeah.
but a few of them were pretty bad. It's like
Yeah.
whatever. I played for a little
This
bit.
one kind of feels like a lot more like Marvel vs. Capcom, since you
Yeah.
have like a team of 3 that you get to like tag out and do all that stuff with.
you tag
It seems cool, man.
Yeah,
It
and
seems
the art
really cool.
style is amazing. Like when they're powering up, it really looks
Yeah,
appealing
like
and
they're
pleasant.
supers and the camera like gets in there, fucking like zooms around them and shit.
When they're punching each other, their arms
Looks
kind of
very
like
sleek.
get extended, and you
Mhm.
can feel like the momentum. It's a little more exciting. It's a little more energetic. I
Yeah.
like it a
It's
lot.
probably the truest adaptation of the actual animation I think I've ever seen. And a lot of Dragon Ball games try to emulate that.
Mhm.
This is the first I've seen that really captures like how the shows actually looked. It's like that South Park game. Like it captures the way the show
Yeah,
looks.
Totally.
It
Like at first
precisely-
glance, if you look at that game, it's like, oh shit, it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you're not necessarily
Nice.
thinking it's the game.
Exactly. That's a really
very well
cool,
done. That's
yeah,
cool.
It's a really cool trait
Yeah.
for the game. It speaks well of it.
I'm
yeah.
pretty excited.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Cuphead. Oh my
Uh,
god, dude, Cuphead.
Oh, is that art style, dude? Speaking
Yeah.
of art style,
Speaking of art styles.
that art style is fucking phenomenal. That's like old school Mickey Mouse cartoons, like when he's on the tugboat. That's that, dude.
Like it looks like a 1940s Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I saw a clip
Yeah.
of it.
They have completely. So it used to be only boss fights, but they've added a little bit more and more and more into it, and it seems to be like a full game. They announced this like 2-3 years ago, and it's finally coming out this year.
Oh, wow.
Cool,
okay.
man.
So how about that?
Nice.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that too, just to at least see what's up. Because I've peripherally been seeing it here and there, following it here and there. So why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I want to talk about
Is
for
The
Microsoft.
Last of Us.
No, not The Last of Us.
They wish. No.
It's Sea of Thieves, which is a game that
Oh,
I've been very
yeah.
excited for.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
It's based off of not Pirates of the Caribbean. It's based off of the Assassin's Creed pirate stuff, right?
No, you're thinking of Skull and Bones.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's a different one.
What's Sea of Thieves?
Sea of Thieves is made by Rare. It's it's a pirate game though.
Okay.
Oh, you've mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah, we had an
Yeah.
episode a little bit talking about. Sea of
I was
Thieves
very
and stuff.
excited for it until
Yeah.
they showed a little bit of footage this time. Like they showed like actual
Until?
gameplay.
Oh,
I'm a little disappointed.
Say it ain't so, dude.
Oh,
It
no.
looks beautiful. Like the art style is very stylized. It looks gorgeous.
But
the
mechanically-
combat of it seems very clunky.
No bueno.
Again, like it's just very low. They showed very little bit of it, so I'm not really sure.
That's
Perhaps because they're
unfortunate.
not really
Um,
proud of it.
Maybe. Who knows?
I mean,
Yeah.
really, honestly, yeah.
But
what
I was
else?
extremely hyped for that game, and then I saw a little bit of gameplay, and now I'm a little apprehensive. So I don't know, man. We'll see.
I
Sucks.
mean, what else could they be proud of? Like they spent 2/3 of their panel, honestly, like just talking about hardware.
What, Microsoft in
I'm
general?
just shit talking here, but yeah,
Yeah,
they
No,
really did.
I mean, that's their big thing, though.
I know, but like,
Like they have, dude. Like that Xbox One X is fucking nuts.
it
It's
is
a very
nuts.
powerful thing.
Yeah, it is nuts. They took a page
Dude,
out
but
of
when you go to
Apple's notebook.
E3, you want a big game, man. That's the takeaway I take from every
Exactly.
E3. It's
But,
like,
like,
if you don't
that's
have
the
a
thing,
big
man,
game,
like,
you're
they're
not
not-
really.
You have your
hitting
own
They're playing.
Microsoft
is playing the long game.
I understand.
know, but they
They're
have
building
their
a strong
own
foundation.
Don't
of,
they have their own like Microsoft yearly thing that they do, like announcement, like a keynote? They don't. Huh?
I don't.
PlayStation does, which
Yeah,
they're going to do
PlayStation
in
does.
December.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have.
That's
the
when they announce
Paris-
hardware.
What do they call it? The Paris Week.
It
or some
feels
shit.
weird to me that like they would announce hardware at E3. Also, it's
What
like,
do you mean?
bro, this isn't. the
No,
place
they
for
do that. Yeah, they
Yeah,
do
they
that
do
all the
that?
time. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
just
where
like-
new consoles are released.
All right.
I
Or,
just
like, announced.
really want a big game out of every panel. You know, like a big game that just gets my mouth watering.
Yeah.
That's what I
And
that
that's-
if my mouth ain't watering, dude, I'm not gonna eat that burger. You know what I mean? Like it's gotta.
I think
Good
their big
analogy.
game was Crackdown though, which is the one game that we're kind of glancing
Cracked out.
over. Cracked out.
It's like, hey, how amazing is the graphics? And then let's show you Crackdown, which looks kind of.
Oh yeah, and then they spend so much fucking time talking about Minecraft that they're bringing down to 4K.
4K.
Like,
Bro, please.
like that.
La Valley,
Please,
dude.
man.
La Valley.
and backwards
Wow.
compatibility
I'm
stuff.
done.
Whatever.
I haven't even begun
Yeah.
Minecraft. I'm
Let's
done with
get
Minecraft.
to the real shit.
Moving on.
Can I talk about another panel that I saw that an in between panel?
Which one?
Oh, the one with Neil deGrasse Tyson, which was fucking
What
awesome.
the
Oh, I heard he was there, but I
It
don't
was
know.
so funny because like Neil deGrasse Tyson was on this like satellite in the back, like on a projector, and then everybody else was sitting down. It was like James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, and
That's fun.
who else? There were
Funny
like
panel.
a couple game developers, like I think a guy from Naughty Dog and a guy from like another company. But yeah, they were just talking about, and it was Chris Hardwick hosting, who was like, they were talking about world building. I mean, I'm really interested in that topic, but I don't think they really talked
Dude,
about it.
They've done a couple
So well.
of these at E3 this year that there was like
They
you
bring
said, a world
celebrities and
building
shit,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they also brought in
The
like
writing.
the writing one. They brought in a lot of like television and movie writers
they
to
brought
talk
in-
about video game writing.
Yes, they brought Jennifer Hutchinson from Better Call Saul, one of
Yeah,
the writers,
yeah, yeah.
and they brought like the director of 10 Cloverfield Lane, and someone from Naughty Dog, and somebody from Bethesda, who
Yeah,
developed Fallout 4. And they were like, and she was like the because I listened to the Better Call Saul podcast, so I know I've like heard her talk before,
Yeah.
and I'm a fan, and so she was like talking about how Fallout has like kind of like she was so invested in Fallout 4 and the different factions. I'm like, wow, cool. Somebody who works on Better Call Saul plays Fallout.
That's funny,
like
man.
it's interesting, like how all these worlds like kind of cross over. And
Yeah.
they were talking about like storytelling and
It just-
linear storytelling.
I think it's kind of like, just to finish the Microsoft panel a little bit, like, you know how you're saying Microsoft is playing the long game, right?
Yeah.
I feel like in general this E3 is a bit more thoughtful
Yeah.
than past E3s in a lot of
It's a
different ways.
lot
Like
less
these-
action packed.
Yeah.
For sure. I agree.
And I don't know what to make of that yet. We'll have to see like a pattern going forward and maybe judge all E3s. Like,
It's
you know,
also the first VR heavy, right? E3.
apparently
Not
it should
as
have been
heavy as I thought it would
exactly
be.
not as heavy.
Not
as
as heavy as I thought it would be.
Are we gonna get to that? Is it not on the
Yeah,
list?
that's
okay.
It's a big
well,
part of PlayStation's.
That's a big part of Bethesda's.
That
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
which
I want
is
to
what's
shit
coming
on
up next.
Bethesda's panel, man.
What?
I want to
Nah,
shit
there's
on
some exciting stuff there.
it. I want to shit on it, man. I'm
Let's
sorry.
start with Skyrim on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
You could play. You could play as a buff ass Link. That is the funniest thing I've seen in my life,
with
man.
the sword.
Yeah, with the Master Sword and the
Yeah.
shield and like full on
That's,
Link
that
tunic.
looks cool.
And a buff fucking guy. It's the
Yeah,
funniest thing.
I mean, I know a lot of
dude.
people have their gripes about
It's like, I
Skyrim.
am Link.
Skyrim coming to different platforms, but I think like
like, please, dude, please.
I mean, I think there's something appealing about having like as a Skyrim fan.
bro,
wouldn't
there's
you wanna
something.
have it on
Of
the
course,
Switch?
there's something
Alright.
appealing about it. But why wasn't it like 5 years ago, dog?
Yeah.
Like on an
Skyrim-
iPad,
'Cause
you know,
Switch
like
wasn't
why
around
didn't
5
it
years
come?
ago.
Yeah,
Skyrim is fantastic. It's also old and enough, man.
enough.
Like enough of that game.
Enough.
Just let it go.
Let me tell you, some of the greatest
Just let
bliss
it
I
go.
derived in my life was playing Skyrim. But I'm done. And now when I revisit that game, it's meaningless. It's boring. There's nothing. I know everything about it. It's done. I want something
Mods,
new, dude.
Mods.
It's like that's
Yeah,
the game
mods,
that's
I
never
guess.
gonna die.
paid mods.
That's the game that's never gonna die.
Paid
like they're
mods,
always.
exactly.
I think it's dead now.
That's coming
I mean,
too. I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that's already happening?
That's exactly. So I
That's
was
what I'm
just saying, I want something new.
John was
new,
saying, yeah, he wants something new. He's done with the game, and I'm saying mods. Not only existing mods that I have on my Skyrim, but also like paid mods, future mods, stuff
Yeah.
that they're gonna be doing. later,
hentai
too.
adventure mods, dude.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Those
But
are-
they're not going to do that paid.
Those are the best.
for sure.
Have you seen the super
Oh,
powerful?
God.
girl? I'm just kidding. No, there. I don't think there is one, but
I've never played it with
not that I've
mods.
searched.
Oh, that changes the game. Absolutely.
Maybe you're going to go home and search now, dude.
Maybe out of
All right.
curiosity. At
But
this
what
point.
about Skyrim VR?
Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, so Skyrim VR, they talked about that on Sony.
yeah, but
that's only PSVR.
Only PSVR for now, probably. I'm pretty sure it'll.
Well,
come to
someone probably
devices.
like hack it and.
I'm pretty sure. It'll
I don't
come
know
to
how
other stuff.
hackable it's going to be since it's going to be on PlayStation. You
Though
know?
Oh,
I
fair
think the
enough.
rule. I think the rule with PlayStation exclusives for VR is they only last for 1 year. Like the Resident Evil, I'm like anxiously waiting
That's
for that
what
to
a
come
lot of
on the
Oculus exclusives too.
Bro, it might
They,
just
they
be
last
the-
for 1 year.
Was
and then
Super
they
Hot
just
out
very-
for a year on Oculus?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like Super Hot recently ran out. I Expect You to Die recently ran out. Like
Nice.
little by little, like all the exclusives are running out.
It very well might be because VR is such a small install base right now that
Yeah.
it's all of them have
Yeah,
a
they've-
certain
Any
thing with
type,
this.
I think, in VR, especially because it's so new, like any type of exclusivity is bad.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
slowing down everything.
I
Like
agree.
that- Like I just wish they don't do that shit, but you know, you got to make money.
You
That's a
gotta
good
make-
point, man. That's a good point.
So talking about VR, they Bethesda announced a whole bunch of VR stuff,
Yeah.
starting with Doom.
Doom.
Doom VFR,
Now that's chill. What's VFR?
virtual fucking reality.
all right,
Yeah.
We're getting
Yeah.
into the
They're having
hype
fun with it.
zone.
This is
Getting
where
into
the-
the hype zone.
That's a game. Yeah, that's a game that should be on VR, like for sure. And I think it's something that you can, like Super Hot, which we all love. It's something that you could just jump in and play a little bit and get
Totally.
out.
Yeah.
Like,
Like they recently did the arcade update
Yeah.
for Doom, which happened like I think a few months ago. It's like basically you play the regular missions, but you get points. It's like arcade mode, and I feel like that's going to benefit it a lot. with the
Yeah.
VR thing. Like it
Sure.
seems like
Nice.
something nice, like something small. You jump into, get
Mhm.
some shit done, and then bounce.
And I trust it because Doom is like it's Bethesda, but it's id Software.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I like id Software. I trust their
like id
their
Software a lot.
technological like exploitation, like what they do to move the technology forward and all that. Usually, so I kind of that's cool. I
So,
look
like,
forward to that.
It's also very important to this computer wants to restart now. So Bethesda is kind of the big AAA company that's pushing out their games in VR, like re-putting them out in VR, and I feel like whatever they do might be the thing that sticks. So for Doom and for Fallout, if you own those games, it doesn't matter. You have to re-buy it for VR.
Mhm.
It seems to be like completely built up from the ground up for VR.
Makes sense.
So Doom is going to be $30 and Fallout's going to be $60. Fallout 4 VR, like a game that's 2 years old, is going to be a full price game, which is a very interesting
yeah,
choice.
it is very interesting.
But if it's
then,
good,
but then again, it's
if
like
it's good.
I think
yeah.
a lot more work had to be put into bringing Fallout 4 to VR than to bring Doom to VR, because like we're saying, like Doom is a very like it's a shooter
Mhm.
and it's like linear. Whereas like Fallout 4 is a full-fledged
more
RPG.
open, yeah,
you
for
have
sure.
to figure out the building system. You have to figure out all this different stuff. And it has to be tested. And all that takes time and money. And like kudos to them for doing it this quickly.
Well, I just want to say to that your last remark there, it has to be tested. That costs money. You know, like Bethesda games are pretty infamous for the fact that they don't give a fuck about the QA and they just kind of release whatever, buggy
That's
this,
true.
that, and
yeah.
you know, yeah,
Not
it costs a
id,
lot of
though.
money. I mean, they're charming and it's fun. It's not like the
They
bugs are.
can't not give a fuck about the QA. I think that it's just like
I'm being facetious, but you know, like you get
QC
a
or QA.
QA,
What's the QA stand for?
just quality
assurance.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But, like,
It's basically
in our
QC.
industry,
Yeah,
it's
it's QC.
That's what's
Quality
QC.
control.
Control. Okay.
But
basically that. Yeah.
no, I mean to answer.
It's not that they don't give a fuck, but
yeah, no, it's just that the games are so fucking massive that they're gonna crash.
Yeah, that's what I was
regardless.
going to say. It's like, you know,
And
Fallout's a
especially on
big
PC.
fucking game.
Yep.
There's so many moving parts.
Especially
and
on
sometimes
PC.
like, you know, that's tech. Dude.
It is
Shit
what it
happens.
is. Yeah.
But
no,
I gotta say that Fallout 4 on PS4 only crashed on me like a couple times compared to Fallout 3, which crashed very often.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I mean, I would probably buy Doom and be very, very, very skeptical of Fallout because I don't want to play an RPG in VR. It doesn't seem appealing to me right now.
It's like,
That's
dude,
a
like
fair
I
point,
get I
dude.
get tired in VR
Yeah,
very quickly.
that's the
Like
thing.
I think
Yeah.
VR. No, really.
No,
you
you're
do.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree. I'm
Like-
laughing because it's true. It's fucking
I
funny.
can't be
Yeah.
in there for like 2-3 hours at a time, man.
Right.
Like half an hour and I'm good.
Bro,
You know.
I get tired just playing RPGs. Doesn't need to be VR. So then when you add VR into that, it's like the double exponent.
what-
Like I hate vodka on its own. I hate Red Bull on its own. But then I like a vodka Red Bull, so I don't know how
Right.
that. Actually, I don't know where that
Interesting.
I don't
analogy
know
was
what
going.
you're saying. Are you having some
that's
vodka
good.
Red Bull right now?
Yeah, that's what's in the red cup, dude, right here.
But John, let me just ask you, what's your average Skyrim gaming session back when you played?
Oh, back when I played 12
Yeah.
hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
You
like 12
killed
hours.
yourself.
What about the
on
other
it.
12? Like food and sleep.
Some food and some sleep, and then
sometimes that would
like
happen
You
simultaneously.
store your waste.
And then skip all your classes. Don't go to
Yeah, yeah,
class.
skip
Don't
my
write your
classes.
essays.
What
don't
brand
do the
diapers
finals.
did you use? No, I'm
what brand? What? I don't even know. I was about to say what brand, but I don't even know diaper brands, dude.
Pampers.
Pampers. There you go. There
but
you go.
no, but like, see, that's the thing is like you played for 12 hours. You would not be able to fucking play a 12-hour session or not even like a 3-hour, 4-hour session, which was my average for Fallout.
Yeah.
I think.
Dude, I wear headphones, and I don't like wearing headphones for more than
Yeah,
like
same
2 hours at a time. An entire VR headset on my head for like 3 hours? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm
That
like,
shit's
wanna take
heavy,
breaks.
man.
It's very
Yeah, you
fuck
take
that.
breaks. Dude, the first thing I thought of when you gave me the price for the Fallout thing, first I was initially disgusted, but then when I realized, hey, this is for VR,
Yeah.
I mean, bro, people buying VR, they can dish out another $60. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
That's
it's
a
a
fair
2-year-old game.
It's probably the biggest game
But
that's
you know
gonna
what?
come out on VR
Two-year-old
for a
game.
while.
Yeah,
guess so.
2-year-old
The
game
longest game,
versus
true.
like the best game on VR right now is Super Hot and the Star Trek Bridge. So like, you know, yeah, it's a
those are
2-year-old game, but it's Fallout 4. Like
Yeah.
it's such a giant game, and then you're gonna play it in VR. So
Yeah,
it
but a
kinda
lot of
deserves
people
its
would
price.
argue and say that it's not necessarily a good game.
I
Like
would
yourself.
I would definitely argue that too. But it's giant, and it's probably the
Yeah.
best VR is gonna get for a little while.
Who knows, man? We'll see.
I got so sick
Yeah,
of
yeah, no,
Fallout
you're
4. I gotta say, like just like John, I got so sick of Fallout 4, even though I'm wearing a Pip-Boy shirt right now.
I love the
But
series,
I'll
but
occasionally jump into it, and I wish like they have to have a way for me to port my saves from PS4 to PC. That would be the first draw because I'm not going to start the game all over again. That's like such a bitch. Like
Yeah.
I'm level 40, and I'm not going to start that all over again.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that I have, and like that, there's
download a
just,
save from online.
I know, but
There's like
it's-
websites for that.
That's interesting, but then again, like think about it. It's Fallout. Like I built stuff. I
Yeah.
Crawl out
settlements.
through
Like
the
there's.
fallout, baby. See,
Yeah.
that was your first mistake, is worrying about settlements.
But
No, that was your first mistake
I
with that
know,
game.
but
dude.
I'm not to hype myself up, but I'm a very empathetic person. So when someone says like, "I need food, come to my settlement," like I can't turn them down. I gotta go.
That's
Man, you gotta
interesting.
find your son or your wife or whatever, man.
I
Come on.
know. I still haven't, but it's fucking. I'll come back to it at some
All right.
point.
We got to get going.
Where are we going?
We have a lot of
Sony-
stuff to talk
Sony-
about.
Sony.
Are
we going in alphabetical
Let's
order?
very quickly. Let's not spend too much time on Wolfenstein 2, but it looks really
Oh,
nice.
it made me buy.
so excited.
It
Yeah.
made me buy Wolfenstein 1, which I haven't played.
I'm gonna
so-
buy
I haven't
Wolfenstein
played
1 too.
Wolfenstein 1 either.
Yeah,
I heard
I
it's
bought
amazing.
it on PS4.
Yeah.
It was $10. So.
And if Doom campaign is any indication, like I bet the campaign for this is also going to be very
Oh, you
good.
played
They
through
know
the-
how to do
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Doom is fucking. It's phenomenal.
I think it's probably better than the Doom campaign. But then
I don't
again,
know.
isn't it two different companies?
No.
No,
Oh, it's the same. Oh, it's id. Both
Yeah.
of them are id.
all I gotta say is I've heard amazing things about Wolfenstein, the whatever, the
same.
first recent one,
the New Order.
and yeah, the New Order, and this one just looks so fucking
Yeah.
funny and
Yeah.
weird and
Yeah.
cool and like politically like self-aware,
Yep.
and it's like cool.
Do you
Like
guys
I'm down.
Do you guys watch Man in High Castle, or have you ever
It's
given it a
basically
shot?
that though.
It's basically
Yeah,
that.
That's what it
which is
reminded me of.
great. I
Yep.
fucking love that.
What is
world.
that? I don't know what
It's
that
a show about like what if the Nazis and the Japanese won World War II.
Oh, okay, okay.
And like
and
there
that's
was
the
like
whole
an
premise of
alternate
this one,
America.
right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's a cool show. Watch
All right,
it.
moving on. Ubisoft. Monday at 12:30. They started off with Mario plus Rabbids.
I'm loving
Which
that.
looks fucking amazing,
looks
man.
So
really good.
Areg will appreciate this. It's XCOM,
Mm.
but Mario.
Are they? Is it the one where they're shooting guns and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
dude,
give Mario a gun.
I saw that trailer and I was just like, "Fuck it, man! I don't really feel like playing this."
Oh, dude.
I'm tired of
Legitimately?
Mario.
It looks so
Legitimately?
charming, dude.
No, dude, take that back, man. Mario's my everything, dude.
I kind of like it,
No, dude, it looks incredible.
and I love the rabbits like dressed up as Peach and shit.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Dude, they remind me of Minions.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, they
proto
do.
Minions.
But they're like they came out like 10 years before Minions.
yeah, no, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like
yeah.
it's pre-Minions.
Yeah, rabbit minions.
Yeah.
Dude, someone was making a joke. It's like this, apparently the lead developer for that game was like crying during the presentation because Miyamoto like presented it, and I'm sure it was like his dream, and like
Yeah.
he played Nintendo when he was a
Yeah.
kid and all this stuff, right? But then
It
it's
was
funny.
in the panel, man. You could see him fucking
Yeah,
tearing
he
up
was
and shit.
literally tearing up when they were
crazy.
showing Rabbids and Mario, right? But it's very funny because it's like it's such a weird thing, Rabbids and Mario. Like this guy probably
Yeah.
worked at Ubisoft working on Rabbids for so long. Like fuck this dumb like
Dude.
IP. What the hell? Then he got this Mario, yeah, and then
But he made it.
yeah, but then he got this Mario fusion with it, and he's like, "All right, man, this is my last hurrah. I'm gonna put my heart and soul into this fucking
Or it's
game."
the rebirth of rabbits.
Maybe, dude.
Dude,
and then
he was crying, but maybe he was crying because the game turned out like completely different from what he wanted it to be. Like the process was so grueling.
What did they do to rabbits?
Yeah, dude. Like, exactly, man.
He
Trust
doesn't
us.
even give a fuck about Mario. He's
Trust
just like,
us, we
"Fuck
know what
my
we're doing."
rabbits."
He's like, man, Mario is ruined now. Like my entire like line of things that I've set up for the future, it's fucked. That's it. Yeah.
I guarantee it's not that
He's
because
just
that
like
game
crying.
looks pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
dude, it's literally a Mario
It's
XCOM.
XCOM.
That's what everyone's
Yeah,
saying.
there's like
yeah.
half cover, full cover, exploding cover.
What's
this, that.
XCOM? Sorry.
Let Areg
The
explain that.
company-
Yeah, let
Dude.
Arik like Arik
The
explain.
company, dude, XCOM. I mean, I love
Okay.
them. That's all I'm gonna say.
But
Oh,
it's
that's all you're
but
gonna
it's not
say?
based on rabbits. Like rabbits is also coming into the XCOM.
No, it's a tactical shooter. It's
Okay.
like a turn-based tactical
Turn-based
shooter.
Right.
That's what XCOM is. Like, you
XCOM,
move
yeah.
your dudes
so now they
around.
got rabbits and they got Mario and they put them into XCOM basically. Is that
No,
what's
no.
happening?
When
No,
we're
no.
saying
No,
saying
no.
Mario XCOM, it means they're taking the style of game that XCOM is,
Right.
but doing the Mario Rabbids like theme aesthetic, whatever.
You have a
Oh, okay.
team. You have
Yeah.
a team. You have like 5 members or something, and you control them individually.
Right.
And it's turn based. So
I
like
see.
it's your turn now. Okay, I want this guy to go over here and do this little thing. Like Worms.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like that, but then like over the top, like 3D. You're
Ooh.
like
I
doing
love
stuff,
Worms.
shooting each other,
Yeah.
trying to blow each
But
other
the big
up.
part of XCOM is if you lose someone, you lose them. They
Right.
die.
For good.
I mean,
Perma
same
die.
I
with
doubt
Worms.
it's gonna be like that for
I
this. though.
really want it to be like that.
It
though.
won't, dude. It's a child's game. They're not gonna
Yeah.
do. They're not
Maybe
gonna
for the
do-
rabbits. The rabbits are like minions. So if
Just
a
get
rabbit
more.
dies,
That's
who
why
fucking
they're
cares?
mostly
Yeah.
rabbits, and then it's just like Mario.
No, but they have actual personalities. There's only 8 playable characters. I don't know how many there
Oh,
were
wow.
in
Interesting.
XCOM, but there's only 8 in this. There's
Oh.
4 Mario
7
characters and 4 rabbits
Oh,
or
I
something.
see. I was gonna
It's
say
not-
7 rabbits.
It's
and
not
one
playable
Mario.
characters in XCOM. It's like certain class of type of soldier,
Oh,
and then you can have
right.
multiple
I
of
got
the
you.
same type and stuff. In
Okay.
this, if it's playable characters, that means it's like classes. You pick this
I
class.
see.
I'm playing like
I
a
see.
tanky dude, or
Yeah.
I'm playing like a
They're-
ranged damage dude.
They're calling them the crazy one, the thing one,
Of
the this, that.
course.
Yeah, it's like this
Some
for fun.
many creative names, but they're all gonna have like overlapping abilities
Yeah.
and
Right.
mechanics from like other games too. Probably.
Indeed.
I think.
Yeah,
I was not too impressed honestly
Okay.
when I watched the trailer. To be
We'll
honest.
see how it
It's
is.
charming. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if it becomes anything meaningful. Yeah,
I believe
Also,
it's
yeah.
only going to be on the Switch.
of course.
It
Bro,
makes
where
sense.
else would it go?
Yeah.
Of course.
I
It's a Mario game.
You never know. It's also a Ubisoft game. So.
Oh.
But it would, dude.
but it's I guess Mario comes first.
But
I think Mario
yeah.
takes precedence over
Absolutely.
Ubisoft.
When's the last time you saw Mario on a non-Nintendo system?
Never.
Never.
iPhones.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Good
Yeah,
answer.
fair enough. Yeah.
So it's
Is
changing,
this,
man.
Is
Like
this the trivia
Mario's-
episode?
No, man. Like they're doing a lot more with Nintendo IPs now. I feel like after Iwata's passing, like they're going in a very different
Like
path.
Fire Emblem is on the phone and stuff too.
Yeah,
and we
they're
were talking
going
about
they're
that.
going down
Oh,
a
yeah.
very different path, and I'm excited. I'm excited for Nintendo. I feel
Good.
like this is very
it's
good.
good that you feel that way because it could easily turn it.
It's good that you feel that way
It
because
could
no one
easily-
else feels.
It could easily turn into a Steve Jobs
It's
situation.
like that's the thing, man. Like they just need to continue respecting their IPs, and
Yeah.
they'll be fine.
No, I think Nintendo's that type of a company that they do.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not
Anyway,
always,
moving on.
but
We'll talk about
And
that later.
Ubisoft Skull and Bones,
Yeah.
which was it's basically a jab of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
It's like a similar type of game,
But it's also
but
the
it
Assassin's
looks
Creed
really
Pirates.
Yeah, it totally looks like Assassin's
So.
Creed.
No, it's that's where it came from. That's what
Oh, is that what it is?
They openly said that. They were like, "Oh, the pirate system that we made for Black Flag, we just took that and like made a full game out of it."
Right on. That's cool.
it's
So-
interesting.
It's a multiplayer thing too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
okay. So in that case, it's cool because the Black Flag stuff was interesting enough, but it really got boring fast. Like after a certain point in Black Flag, because I played it. I mean, it was awesome at first. Like this is so new. This is awesome. Your pirate crew, they're singing shanties as you're going around. There's storms, and then you see like the fucking brigadier coming at you, and all this. It's cool. But then you do that a couple
Yeah.
times,
It
2 to
gets
3
repetitive.
times, and you think, all right, well, I've seen kind of the extent of this style of game. I want to just assassinate people.
You just gobble up, huh?
I gobble,
You just
dude.
consume.
I'm a consumer.
I got
dude.
this
Oh,
down.
man,
Let's go
talking
next
about
one.
consumer.
No, but
Yeah.
I also
I
want to
want
say
more fucking music in my Zelda game.
There it is.
I want more music.
More. It was good, but I want more.
I was gonna also say it could get problematic because it's like the guy was like, "You can rape and pillage different pirate ships." It's like what? Like
Oh, that-
I don't know if he said the word rape, but I heard pillage, and
I
usually the
doubt
word
it.
pillage
Yeah,
comes
I
after
highly-
rape. So
because I don't think they had female crew members, right?
Oh,
on
right.
the thing. Like
So what are you
on
doing?
pirate
Just
ships
like-
is bad luck to have.
you're
a-
just like butt fucking
You
different
can't
pirates or
rape
what?
a male?
you can,
Of
yeah,
course
but you
can.
definitely don't think of that when you do. I'm not even gonna get into that.
All right,
That would be
moving
a
on.
weird cutscene. That's like
Anyways.
Metal Gear Solid 1 territory.
Moving on. Talking about cool cutscenes. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Finally announced that.
yeah. I'm
Looks
fucking
good.
down.
Did anybody play the original one?
I have
did.
not. I have not.
I did.
You did. It
Yeah,
was good?
back. I remember really liking it, but it was also a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was on GameCube, I believe.
Is
I
it
think I
kind of
played
weird
on the
that they're
GameCube.
like just taking that title and revamping
I mean,
it?
people have been asking for it for
Really?
forever. This
Yeah.
is a prequel.
Okay.
Yeah.
this
But like
happens
this is a
before the
PS2
events.
game, right?
This is a. I played it on GameCube, but
Okay, yeah.
I think
I'm
it was-
It was
pretty
that
sure it's
era.
on PS2. Yeah, it's that era.
Wow.
So it's been a while. It's like what, over 10 years? It's
Yeah.
been like a decade.
My only thing is like, why are they calling it Beyond Good and Evil 2?
If it's a prequel.
Yeah.
Bro, don't they do
Yeah.
that with a ton of things?
I know, but like,
that's
no,
how
but
goes
it is a
I guess
prequel.
it-
Like,
hmm.
they should have called it something else, like Beyond Good and Evil.
Like
Origin or
some
something.
subtitle.
Beyond
yeah.
Good and Evil : something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that just doesn't demonstrate the evolution of the game.
Yeah.
Like maybe storyline wise, it's a prequel, but everything else is like a 2.
I mean, I like how it,
Yeah.
we'll talk about this more later, but like, I like how Nintendo's like Kirby. It's just called Kirby. You know, it's like
Yeah.
not Kirby.
Yep.
You know, like
Yeah, the titles, man. But I gotta say, I'm a bandwagoner because I never played Beyond Good and Evil 1.
Yeah.
But this cinematic for Beyond
Yeah.
Good and Evil
Yeah.
2
I think all of us feel that.
was
They nailed the
so
tone, man. It's
fucking
it's
Yeah.
funny.
cool,
It's,
dude.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
beautiful. The
You just wanna
Pigman,
be there.
Dude, the Pigman is
Bro,
looks
all
really
of
Yeah.
it, they're like going and
Characters.
I don't even know what's happening in that game, and it seems so cool.
It
Like,
looks really
seems
awesome.
Fucking
It does.
baller, like just as a premise, you know.
All right,
I'm
let's
down.
move on. They did show like half an hour of Assassin's Creed, which
I'm
looked all right.
interested.
But I've played plenty of
It's like-
Assassin's Creed games,
I'm
and
interested.
I'm good.
It's
I'm
like-
good with that
yeah.
game.
I've
It's like-
taken actually a break. I don't know if it's a conscious break, but I've taken a break from Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed 2, actually.
Brotherhood.
No, 2. Like,
A break, huh?
I don't know if
Brotherhood
that's
was
Brotherhood,
a DL or an
I mean, I
expansion
haven't
for
played
two.
an Assassin's
My
Creed.
my
game.
ex girlfriend will call that a whole breakup, not just a break.
Yeah, it is a breakup. But like Origins in Egypt, like with like the way the guy explained
Dude.
it, and he is an Egyptian guy. He was like, "Oh, it's like right when the gods are dying and like society is gonna start." Like that. That intrigues me.
But it's still an Assassin's Creed game, and I have
Gotcha.
played a lot of those.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know exactly
I
what to
get you.
expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
do
good.
too. But dude,
It looks beautiful.
I've
It
never
looks
played an
gorgeous.
Assassin's Creed game where I could actually like scale the pyramid. So that's a little different. That's like
Exactly.
You know, aesthetically, style wise, it's a little different. And I have to say though, more than other Assassin's Creed games, this one seems very colorful and vibrant.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm really going to enjoy just getting immersed in it.
Yeah.
If I decide to play it, like if I end up playing it, which I might. I really like the series, not all of it, but for what it's worth, I like the old version games of it. And they did take time to make this one. Because Assassin's Creed was a yearly release, and then they said, okay, we hear everybody's feedback. You guys don't want a yearly release. You don't want the same rehash shit every year. We're going to take 2-3 years, and then we'll release the next Assassin's Creed. We'll spend our
when
time with it.
Syndicate came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Something
I
like
think. I
that.
think they just
Cool,
took 1
man.
year off.
So I'm willing to give it that chance simply based on the fact that they were willing to reevaluate. It was what Abba was saying earlier. Games come out too quickly, and they said, we don't want that for this series. We don't want to cheapen it. Let's... Take
So
a step
how
back.
many pyramids are you gonna climb before you're like, now on to the next thing now? Like, I'm tired. I'm bored of this game. Let's go.
You
on
know
to
what,
the-
dude? That's a good question. I'll let you know after I climb the pyramids.
I'll tell you right now. One.
What?
You're gonna climb one pyramid. You're gonna be at the top. You're gonna be like, "Oh, this is so cool."
It's like
you're gonna
Zelda. I'm
I'm
Start
with Arik,
cli-
man.
Yeah.
It's like
100% with
Zelda.
Arik.
You're gonna start climbing the second
Damn,
pyramid, and
man.
you're gonna be like, "Oh, I know how that looks. I'm not gonna climb it all the way. Let me go around, see maybe there's some secrets."
Yeah.
Oh, there's no secrets.
Bro, he's
This is boring.
gonna paraglide onto some pyramids. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The important thing is not like climbing a pyramid. The important thing is sliding down the pyramid. Like that looks
Oh.
fucking
If
sick.
If they do some fun stuff
You're
with
thinking
that,
They did. It's in the
okay.
trailer.
Oh, it's in the
It
trailer.
looks
I haven't
sick.
seen it.
Now I know. Now I know that Avo thinks next level and he
Yeah.
belongs here because that's some next level shit, dude.
Totally.
Just sliding down, man.
Pound
Oh,
it.
yeah.
There you go.
Time
You
to-
saw that too on camera.
Yep.
Boom.
Time to level up to Sony.
Yeah,
That
this
is
what
the
I
true
came
level
for.
up, though.
Yeah, because
That's
they
what
announced a whole bunch of really cool stuff, including a
I'm
remake
excited.
of Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
That's
which
cool.
I've never played.
Which-
I'm excited.
That was the
I
big
played
one.
that. Yeah, that was kind of their big thing. That was
Yeah.
their big surprise,
Yeah.
and the game looks gorgeous.
Nice.
It's a straight up remake. They're
Yeah.
not adding any new content. They're like,
Oh, shit.
they said there's going to be like an optional new control method that you can, like a more modern control method.
Probably
I guess.
better because the controls in that game were actually pretty atrocious, just
I
like
haven't
most
played it.
games of that kind.
I haven't played that game since it came out, like however long ago it was. But yeah, man, I remember really liking that game.
Hold
It's
on.
a cool game.
Hold on. That's an issue though. Like they're calling it Shadow of the Colossus 2.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Like
straight up
remaster.
remake.
Remaster.
Oh, okay. There's no
It's
2
called-
next to it. Oh, I thought
It's
it
called
was a
Shadow
2.
of the Colossus.
Oh, okay. I'm fine with that. I
Yeah.
thought it was like Shadow of the Colossus 2,
No.
and I was gonna be like, how
Because
can
they
call
did
it
do a remaster on the PS3
All right.
like a few years ago.
Oh, because it was a PS2
I was in
game.
university. Yeah, it was a PS2 game.
Oh wow.
And then they did the remaster.
This
on
is the guy that
PS3.
made The Last Guardian, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Okay.
Ico.
Team
This is what
Eagle.
he's known for, right? Like this is the game that basically everybody drew.
Shadow
I
of the
would
Colossus
say
is the big
Eco is
game.
probably the game
Oh.
that they're better known for.
Gotcha.
Over Shadow? Yeah.
Okay.
I would debate
Interesting.
that sometime, not now, but I would debate that. I feel like Shadow of the Colossus is like their mainstream title. Yeah.
How come,
But yeah,
they,
dude,
how
I'm
come they
excited.
didn't bring up anything about Final Fantasy VII?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
they,
a
they
good
did it. That's a great
question,
fucking question.
dude.
And
They
what-
showed nothing.
Nothing.
Of that. Not a single word.
And that was announced before this. I mean, they announced and showed this.
I mean, when
Was
they
this
first
announced
announced
last
it, they said that, like it's like they just started development.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's probably we'll probably get a tease of it next year.
They
Sure.
did talk
It's
about some
probably
Final
gonna come out in
Fantasy
like
stuff.
2 years from now.
no,
Yeah.
it's definitely going to be shown.
Yeah, some
next
DLC
year.
for 15, I think.
And 12. Final Fantasy 12 like remastered, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's
I never
not-
played 12, so I don't
not
know.
a
It's
good
hard-
video game.
It's hard to
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
keep track of all these remasters, remakes, and
Yeah, dude, we've had.
But talking about remake, remaster, blah blah blah, God of War.
Yes.
Oh.
Which is
I
kind
thought we were
of
gonna save this for last, but I'm excited.
No.
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 No, we're gonna talk about
And
it
I'm
now.
I'm mostly excited about the fact that it looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
It looks gorgeous. Like what they first showed at E3 last year, it seemed to be like a lot more Dark Soulsy, like a lot more slow paced.
Yeah.
What they showed this time didn't look like it. It seemed a lot faster than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because that's what God of War
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, God of War is a beautiful cutscene.
I will
after
say though,
fight.
what I don't like, from what I saw at least, is that the old God of Wars, the camera would often pan out, and you would get a view of the whole room while you're just cleaving enemies and fucking them up because your weapons would stretch. So the whole point of the game was that you could see a lot and a lot's going on. But in this one, I don't know if you guys saw it from the trailer, everything is very close up, personal, intimate. I don't know if I like that for a God of War game. I can understand it.
But that's the thing, like it
You know?
totally seems like they're going for a
Yeah.
different type of God of War.
They
game.
are.
Yeah.
They are.
Because like they
I
have
just
made
have to
so
give it the
many of
chance.
those older type of games. Like if they made another one, it would have just been derivative. They
And
have to
also,
try something. A
that
little
was
bit
the
new.
problem that I always had with God of War was the camera.
Hmm.
I just didn't like how far it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
because
loved
like
it,
I
dude.
remember, especially in 3, I would lose myself so often.
Yes, me too.
Because it would zoom out all the way, and there's
never
like all these
finished it.
moving parts. You're inside of a fucking thing that some monster
Yeah.
is like flipping around. Like you just you lose yourself.
But they have kept that like beauty of like when that monster or whatever pops out of the water. Like they have
Oh, at
kept
the
that
end,
like
the serpent,
yeah,
the
the
serpent.
serpent
oh my
thing.
goodness, man! Like
Yeah, they have kept
they
that.
nailed the sense of scale
yes,
in that
which they've
entire
always
trailer.
been good at.
Yeah, which they've
They've
always been good at.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because they're dealing with gods
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
mortals. You have to have
But now,
scale.
what's the thing is like now they switched from like Greek gods to something else.
Norse.
Yeah.
So it's
Dude.
like basically it's not a remake, it's not a like a reboot. Like he literally his
It's
story
continuing.
finished, like he killed Ares or like he did whatever he had to do,
Right,
and he's
yeah.
like, I'm gonna go to fucking Sweden and hang out there.
Oh,
and
right.
I guess the implication in the trailer is like the female NPC was saying like I don't know who she was, but the female NPC was saying like, oh, you know, like they'll find you if they haven't caught on to you now. They're going to find you. You can be sure of it. So I guess
Dude,
he's
I
there like
fucking
on the
love-
sly.
Dude, that idea that you might get some Greek gods meeting some Norse
Yeah.
gods like seems like a very interesting
awesome.
thing.
It's pretty cool,
awesome.
man.
Seems really cool.
Which copyright did they have to get permission for that one?
I think-
What do you mean? All this is in the public
I know,
domain.
it's
Public
I
domain,
know, I know.
100%
It's just
public
long
domain.
time ago.
Imagine someone owned like all the Norse mythology,
Mythology?
and you had to like if you wanted to make a game involving Norse gods and stuff, you had to get their.
That's so
get-
funny, dude.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
could you own
Marvel owns it because they have Thor, right?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
sure, dude.
Talking about Marvel.
Oh yeah, Marvel vs.
Spider-Man.
Capcom Infinite looks.
Oh, what?
Wait. Sorry.
Yeah.
Misfire here.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
That's the
looks
real
sick.
stuff, man. Spider-Man does look sick.
Okay, I gotta say, like,
No, you're not on board, John.
I'm not on board.
I'm very much.
I
on
think it
board.
looks gorgeous.
I think it looks gorgeous. Yeah, it's the frosting on the cake, but is the cake good? Is the cake gonna taste
Yes,
good?
it's beautiful because it's made by Insomniac Games.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Back
It's
to
beautiful
form, man.
graphics.
That's
Yep.
a good point, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
You've defeated me.
I've personally always been a fan of Spider-Man games. Like
Yeah.
since I was a kid, Armand and I, my brother, like we've always been obsessed with playing Spider-Man games. And like the last one that came out was like 2006 or something on the PS2 or something. And it was just a really fun game. There was a video comparing the two, and I was like, wow, that looks a lot worse than I thought it did. Like, and it looked like this new one, it looks like what I always imagined the Spider-Man game would look like. And I
hope
always
it's close.
I
to
always
what it
hated how dark
promises.
Arkham games were, so this is kind of like a bright, beautiful Arkham for me.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a fucking nice
Yeah,
way.
we'll
of
see.
putting
And
it.
then they
comedy.
were talking about like all the web swinging stuff. It's all physics based. So like you're not going to be like swinging off the sky. You actually need to use the fucking buildings, and you
Sure.
have to like build momentum and do all that shit.
I gotta say though,
It
it
seems
was
cool.
very fun when I was a kid to web off the sky and do all that. That was like one
Yeah.
of the main fun portions of the Spider-Man game that like everybody looks to and loves is that you could just fucking web, and the web action was just very fun and fluid.
Yeah.
So if they bog that down with physics, they have to do it well so that I'm still not only immersed, but I enjoy the process of
Right.
it and that it's still fluid.
I watched the trailer, man, and a lot of it just looked closed doors, like indoors, like closed spaces. I was kind of
That
wondering.
just looked like a set piece, though. Like what
Yeah,
they
I
were
know.
doing. It was
But
like
I
some
was just-
story moment.
I know, but when I
Yeah.
think Spider-Man, I don't think like indoors, closed quarters. I think skyscrapers. I think out in the
No,
open.
they had that too.
across
there was
the
a lot of
city.
that. And
There
then
was a
he ended up
helicopter
going
thing.
into the building, and I don't know, dude.
I
he
saw
caught
that,
it. I
but-
fucking love that shit.
like swinging. I
Yeah.
didn't see too much like swinging from one skyscraper to the
He
other.
was though. And then there was also like he caught a helicopter with his spider web. It was fucking
That's
cool.
all gameplay.
Yeah.
All right.
It looks great.
If they have it,
I
they
don't know.
have it.
It's
man.
been
They
in
have- they
development.
have it,
It's
they
been
have
in
it.
development for like
Can
at
I
least
say?
3 years. Like they've been hyping this up for a while.
Bro,
So it looks pretty cool. I'm
you
impressed.
know,
with it.
hype this, hype that. If it's good, it's good.
And
Like, you
bring
know
it
what I
back
mean?
around to Xbox. Like this is a PS4 exclusive, and it's a fucking
Yeah,
good
that's
one.
true. That's true.
And God of War. These
And God
two.
of War.
Well, yeah, God of War has always been,
And
right?
can I
And Kingdom Hearts.
can I also mention Kingdom Hearts is a
Yes,
PS4
I love
exclusive?
That,
Yeah, it's
that
gonna be a
trailer,
PlayStation exclusive.
That trailer
I didn't watch it yet.
is what won me.
Uh,
I know.
I don't know, man.
You
No,
still
I
gonna buy
know.
an Xbox One?
Huh?
You're still gonna buy an Xbox?
Yeah,
One?
because
There it
everybody
is.
else has a PS4, bro. I'm not gonna fucking waste my money.
Hipster.
But like, literally, it just looks so cool because I want to see the fucking. I want to see 3. There's so many different derivatives. Kingdom Hearts Dream by Sleep. Kingdom Hearts this. Kingdom Hearts that. Now we get the final, the 3, the canon thing, the canon main entry to the series, and I'm gonna get to see what happens to Mickey and Sora and Goofy and Donald and all their pals. You know, like I'm in it for the story more than anything, but it looks good. It's
That's
Unreal
the thing,
Engine.
man. Like the story, it doesn't seem like a Disney story. It seems like a Final Fantasy story.
Good, sure. I don't
Fuck
care.
that, dude.
No, I
No,
don't
man.
This is
that's
fucking
pretty good.
anime bullshit. Please.
Oh, I love the first two.
Yeah.
So you're talking to the wrong audience
Yeah,
here.
you're talking to the
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
audience.
I don't know,
I,
man.
I love the first.
I
think-
skipped
think-
school. I skipped high school. I skipped literally days of high school to play Kingdom Hearts 2 at home. I skipped them. Like I told my mom, I'm not going.
I'm gonna
There's
tell.
no
I'm
way.
gonna tell Mr. Doll, dude.
He's not principal anymore, dude. I don't know,
He's
man.
not.
Yeah, he's not, man.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
right?
I didn't hear about
Yeah,
this.
dude.
This is
He
news
bounced.
to me.
He biz-ounced.
Oh no way! He
Yeah,
just
dude.
like
I don't know who the
retired?
new
He's
principal
like,
is.
He's like, fuck this, dude. I'm out.
Insane, dude.
And
I think he
Measure-
retired. He straight retired.
Measure twice, cut once, dude. Dude, he said that
He
so
did.
many.
He did measure twice.
Yeah, he said
That
that,
was
so
his
many
tagline?
times that
That
I
was
thought.
his tagline. Yeah.
He said that so many times that I thought he came up with that shit. Then later on, like after high school, I'm like, why do you say that so much? It's
Dude,
like just a regular.
At
whatever.
university, I had a professor that said it once. I started busting up laughing. Everyone turned around and looked at me. I'm like, oh shit, right. I'm not in Clark. Everyone's like looking at me like I'm crazy.
Shout out to Clarkies.
Yeah.
Funny
Okay,
shit,
now
dude.
let's move on to some exciting stuff.
Wait,
What? This was all
Can we
exciting, dude.
backtrack for a second?
Mm,
Like for 2 seconds.
okay.
Days Gone looks pretty cool.
No, it doesn't.
What do you mean?
That's
your
a backtrack.
gripe? What's your gripe with Days Gone?
I mean,
What is
the
Days
tech-
Gone?
It's the zombie game.
Yeah, for PS4.
I mean, the tech
I
looks
don't know.
beautiful. Like the
Yeah.
entire crowd mechanics and stuff looks
Right.
great. The acting was not.
Yeah.
The gameplay, the moment-to-moment gameplay seemed very derivative and very standard.
It's a survival
Very
horror
generic.
game. It's cool. And Evil
I
Within,
mean,
which you
yeah,
can talk
I
about,
guess you
yeah.
are a zombie fan. And
I am a
that
zombie
kind of
fan,
stuff, so.
but I gotta say that I'd rather have slow zombies than fast zombies because we all know that dead people walk slowly, and you know
I
why
mean, those guys are running though.
Yeah, they are running. So that's my one gripe with it. But I think
But
visually,
they're not zombies though, are they?
they're like
they're
no. It's kind of
infected.
like 28 days later.
Yeah.
They're like kind of like infected mushroom people or whatever.
Infected Mushroom is a good band.
They are, yeah. Okay, yeah. So we can move on. But
All right.
unless you want to talk about the Evil Within 2, which also looks pretty cool.
Within
That was-
two. Right. That was.
Isn't
was,
that that's
Wait,
a
that was a
horror game,
Bethesda
right?
game.
Was that Bethesda?
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
they showed it during the PS panel for some reason.
I don't know.
Yeah, they did.
Whatever
they showed,
cool horror
they,
game.
It
They
was
showed
Bethesda, yeah.
They
It was
showed it
Bethesda.
during the PlayStation panel though. It's a
I
Bethesda
honestly
game.
don't remember.
Anyways, it looks pretty cool. I kind of want to go play the first one, but it's a really scary game.
It is a very scary game.
Yeah.
VR.
Yeah,
It's not in
dude.
VR.
More
No, I
horror
know.
games need to be VR.
More horror
Oh,
in VR.
right.
Yeah.
No.
Do we want to talk about any of the PSVR games? I can't really recall.
Dude, like they showed a sizzle reel of like 20 back to back.
Yeah.
I didn't really write down which ones they
No, it
showed, but like
wasn't
if there's
really-
anything that pops
There's
out
a
at
fishing one. That looks pretty cool.
You. Okay.
But that's about all
You
that
know what?
resonated.
Fishing in VR actually would be kind of interesting.
There was a meme about
I
it.
mean,
like,
There's
Yeah.
there's like crazy fishing. That's like a
Huh?
That actually makes sense because you know when you're fishing, you just lay back and you put like a hat on your face. Just put a VR
Just
set
put
headset
the
on your
VR
face.
There you go.
headset, dude.
Yeah, there
Nice.
you go. Boom.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
All right, let's
I'm
move on.
Let's
sold.
get to-
I'm gonna get this. Get no.
let's get to the last conference, which happened on Tuesday morning.
Well,
which was
wait.
Nintendo.
Can you say that one more time? Like, just say it a little louder. I mean.
Nintendo.
Oh, you didn't even want to say it louder, huh?
What? Say what louder?
Nintendo, man.
Oh,
Say it with
Nintendo.
some nice gusto. Say like Nintendo.
Alright,
It's
so
me, a
before we actually get
Nintendo.
into this fucking, they killed it, man.
They did. They won.
I
it.
would say, yeah,
They
I
won
would
it.
say
Yeah,
Nintendo
for sure.
won. Like,
Me personally, I would agree with you, man.
yeah. Especially taking into consideration Ubisoft, like they opened up with fucking Miyamoto walking out with a gun for the XCOM thing. I think that was exciting. But then whatever they showed at their panel, like they started with Xenoblade, which,
It's
not
cool
too
enough.
crazy over, but it has a gigantic following and people love it.
And I really like every Xenoblade I've played because I played the last one that came out with Shahan a bit, and then I played the previous one before that on the Wii just
Right.
like a bit too. I really liked like the style, the open world aspect of it, and I really like the music a ton all the time. So it's cool. Like it's an interesting game.
weren't you the one that was just saying like I don't like this anime bullshit? To me,
Yeah,
that
no.
commercial just looked like anime bullshit.
Which commercial are you talking about?
Xenoblade?
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
anime bullshit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, no,
not
Amy doesn't like it.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
No, I like
Absolutely
it.
not.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were
Yeah.
switching to the dark side. 'Cause-
No, dude. Fuck anime.
Okay.
Except Polar Bear Cafe. Polar Bear Cafe is pretty good.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, that's not the entire next level team.
Yeah, that's not a next
do
level
you mean?
opinion.
Like, this
that
isn't-
anime-
Well,
But
Polar
now
Bear
that I'm
Cafe?
honorary,
No, no,
no,
anime sucks.
like fuck anime. Like that's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a
no,
like
that's
a
coming
I
from
don't-
me.
I-
yeah,
That's coming
that's
from
not
me.
like a next level
But no,
message.
those are Emmy words. They're not next level
Yeah,
words. And
exactly.
they're also not words either.
Okay.
What, they're
Okay.
not?
No, I like anime.
What the
But
fuck?
not,
You just,
but,
you're
but not,
backpedaling.
but not.
It's
and
3v1.
Look, I like my video games and I like my anime. I
Yeah.
don't like my anime video
That's
games.
fair.
That's a good point,
That's
man.
I don't
and
like
you
to
like
mix
Metal
them.
Gear.
Huh? I
that's-
love Metal Gear.
That's basically anime.
Yeah,
it's
Metal
not.
Gear
That
is
is
basically
basically
anime.
Have you played the
I
last
agree.
one? It's not. What do you mean it's basically anime?
Bro, the whole
Anime.
story is so convoluted, just like the Japanese love.
Oh, you
They love
just-
their convoluted stories.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Buried
man.
myself.
Talking
You
about
buried
love.
yourself. You played yourself, my man.
Talking about love, I loved Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby looks fucking great.
Did you play the N64 Kirby?
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
just like
That's
that.
actually the only Kirby I've played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude. I'm
That's like
happy,
basically
dude.
the big thing
Yeah.
that people were getting all excited about, that you could fuse the different abilities together. So there's like a lot more room for experimenting and just having fun, which I am on board with.
I am on board with, dude. And not to move on too quickly, but simply because I think it's related, the Yoshi game, dude, has a very
Yeah.
similar kind of not style, but a similar kind of structure to the way that the Kirby game is. Because the Kirby game feels very quaint, cozy, familiar, enjoyable. So does the Yoshi game. It feels like a logical extension of what they've been doing with the series, but also looking back at some of its roots and like how it got to be where it is now. So I just as like a thing, as a comparison, like fucking love both of those games a
Yeah,
lot.
like that's the next thing I want to talk about was Yoshi.
Yeah.
Which they're only calling it Kirby and,
And Yoshi,
Unless
just like
they
Avo
change
said.
it. Yeah, unless they change it later.
Keep it simple.
They
which
might.
I feel like they might.
Yeah, they will.
But Yoshi is basically what was the other game? The Yoshi's Woolly World. It
I
looks
like
exactly
that a
like
lot.
that.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
Yo,
it was
Woolly World.
Totally
it's cool
alright
fun,
game,
dude.
and it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
This one looks a lot more cardboardy. It looks super fun. It looks like you're inside of like a shoebox diorama.
Yeah, that's the whole point. And you
Yeah.
can switch the angle of it every time.
Yeah.
Like you switch the
It's like
entire
paper-
diorama so that you get a 180 view of it, and you can.
It's like Paper Yoshi, right?
It's
It's like no, it's like
It's
you're a
something
woolly
like that, yeah.
Yoshi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, you're like a little plush Yoshi running around a cardboard world.
I gotta say, dude, like these titles, at the end of the day, they're children's titles. They're just children's games and everything like that. Really, they are. But the fact that they're coming out on the Switch, which right now doesn't have that many games on it, and the fact that they are all so charming, they seem so fun, and they're presented well, and the production value is obviously done with care. I appreciate it. Like these
Yeah.
kind of games make me want to get a Switch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love these kind of games. I love Yoshi. I love Kirby. I love their old school, like kind of nostalgic feel, but also how they like modernize it. So
Totally.
Did
yeah.
you guys notice that the Yoshi game is also multiplayer?
I didn't notice that. I didn't know
it
that.
was
actually.
multiplayer, and
Yeah.
then Kirby's also multiplayer
I think
too. You
yeah.
could play
Oh, like
I mean,
Kirby
co-op.
they have to be. Yeah, the co-op. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which is
Yeah.
great because like
Woolly World was
that's
like
the
that
whole
too.
idea of the Switch, so you can like play with two Joy-Cons.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Take it around
Anywhere.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere you want.
It's
yeah.
fun. That's great.
Yeah, those two games look gorgeous.
Makes me
and
wanna get
then they teased two games, which I feel like if they showed anything from either of these two, then
would-
that would have like fucking blown up the internet. And that's Metroid Prime 4 and a Pokemon RPG
Yeah,
that they're making for the Switch.
yeah. Those two is what made
Like-
Nintendo win everything.
It's like
Everything.
honestly, like I was thinking about this. I feel like this Pokemon RPG, the announcement for that was a last second thing. Like they didn't even have time to put a graphic together.
No.
They're like, well, fucking whatever. Like just get the president, tell him to say a few things, and just go.
Just drop it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
like
yeah.
the most unexpected place.
But the
Yeah.
interesting thing about it is that they're saying it's a core Pokemon RPG.
Yeah.
So this is very different than just saying, oh, it's a Pokemon game. Oh, it's like a Pokemon RPG. A Pokemon core RPG is taking in line from like Sun,
Yeah,
Moon,
it's like Sun,
Gold,
Moon, and-
Silver,
exactly.
Red, Blue, whatever. So there's going to be one of those on the Switch.
Mhm.
That's it, dude.
I'm
Which
gonna
makes
get this
sense
one.
That's
because-
it. Like that's
it.
me in a
Yeah.
nutshell. Like beep, beep.
Yeah,
Which make-
Metroid.
yeah.
Sorry, Metroid Prime 4 is pretty good, but
Yeah.
what gets me to actually buy a Switch when I haven't this far into the Switch lifetime is the Pokemon RPG.
Yeah.
For me
Interesting.
personally.
For me
well,
personally
that's
as
the
well.
thing is like this is the beauty of the Switch is that like lest we forget it's also a portable console, right? So like they're like by the way, it's a Pokemon
Yeah.
game that's like for port.
Exactly.
That's the thing too, man. Like I was thinking they were still gonna show a whole bunch of stuff from the 3DS,
Yeah.
and they didn't.
No.
They didn't really show much.
They showed the Metroid
Yeah,
game, the
they-
other
they showed-
Metroid game, yeah.
Yep.
Which looks cool too.
Which like that kind of indicates that they're basically getting ready to unify their,
Yep.
the 3DS stuff into this.
Yeah, and we
Which is
speculated
fucking we
this.
speculated
There
that,
was an
and
episode-
100% I'm down with.
You predicted this
Yeah.
shit, man, on the dot.
They
That's-
should do
yeah,
that. They
pretty
should do
much.
that. It's a wise decision.
Yeah.
It's a very wise decision.
It's gonna be the
And I
Switch.
feel
of-
like-
especially now that so many people have it and so many people are getting it and it's doing so well and it's popular and
Mhm.
it's good.
I've got to say though that they're probably gonna follow the same route as like PlayStation and Xbox and like release multiple Switches. Have you guys talked about that?
So
What do you
that's
guys
what
think?
that's exactly what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Is the same, like, just to like cross play the topics a little bit. The same way that you were saying that the Xbox is playing the long game, or
Yeah.
Microsoft is playing the long game. In that, I feel like this cycle of consoles is going to last a long time, and so Nintendo and Sony are capitalizing heavily on the fact that it's going to last a long time.
You mean Microsoft and Nintendo?
No, Nintendo
Sony.
and Sony.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sony's playing the long game.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry. Did I say
Microsoft.
Sony? Microsoft. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm very
No,
sorry.
but Sony is also playing it too.
You think so?
I think so.
You think
as
they're
well.
playing the long?
I think
console
there's
game?
going to be a new PS4 Pro coming out next year.
Oh well, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, okay.
Sure.
But
They're all doing it.
exactly.
And that's the
so
one I'm
all
waiting
these
for.
consoles are
Yeah.
coming out as derivatives of one another, not necessarily next generation. So Nintendo doesn't want to release like a Switch 2 at some point or whatever they're going to call it. They're going to keep trying to unify or improve what's there, the same way Microsoft is in unifying their stuff, and the same way Avo is claiming that Sony would, in that they will release new consoles that are derivative of their old ones.
Yeah.
So it feels like this generation is all about unification, crossplay, and general like evolution more than what's the next iteration of this? What's the next iteration of that?
That's
Sure.
some good
Yeah.
points,
You
man.
know what it's reminding me
Yeah.
of though? Like a little
What?
throwback.
What up?
Fucking Game Boy. Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color,
Yeah.
like all these variations on the same system. It was genius.
Yeah.
And like all of us had a Game Boy that like like my older cousin had a Game Boy. It was the big one. I got a Game Boy Pocket for
Yeah.
Christmas. It was the little one.
Yeah.
My brother got a Game Boy Color because he's younger and it came out later.
Beautiful.
So it's just
something
like
for everyone.
Something for everyone.
Exactly.
And it's the illusion of choice. as
Illusion
well.
of choice.
Yeah. I mean, it's what Apple is doing with their iPhones too. So
I guess
that's
so.
what they're all kind of.
I guess so, dude. I'm just wondering, when do I get to wear a Pip-Boy on my arm?
That's true.
In
You want
VR,
to buy
dude.
mine? I have my collector's edition. I'm trying to sell it.
Oh shit, that's pretty
We'll
cool.
talk
man.
after.
All right,
Okay.
so last game
Yeah,
that I want to
baby.
talk about, and then we could call it an episode. It's Mario Odyssey,
Yeah.
which is the
Good ending.
It's
Yeah.
Mario
Yeah.
GTA 5, basically.
That game looks fucking
It's awesome.
beautiful, man.
Is that the one where you throw your hat and you become stuff?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just
anything.
kidding. It's turning into a meme
By
on
the-
Reddit.
I gotta
Oh my
say,
god, man! It's,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
You want to be that? Just throw your hat
Just
at
throw
it.
your.
No problem.
You don't have to go to law school, but just throw your head at it.
Yeah, buy the memes now while they're cheap. Yeah.
Oh,
Good
man.
stuff.
I love
Yeah,
the
man.
I'm
Like
excited,
it
dude.
is.
bait and switch, dude. The bait and switch with the
Oh,
fucking
yeah, with the
T-Rex.
T-Rex,
It's
the way it
so
started
good. It's like T-Rex on a Switch. It's
Yeah, is this a
Mario.
Monster Hunter? That's what I thought. I was like, wait, is this Monster Hunter? Wait a second, what the fuck? He's wearing a Mario hat?
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw the full 30-minute like extended where they went through all like different levels
I
and
have
like
to
they
watch
showed
that.
like different stuff.
I'm gonna get really high and watch that.
Fuck, dude, it looks so fun. It looks like it's gonna be their killer app for sure. If Zelda wasn't it, Mario Odyssey's it.
Yeah.
Like Mario Odyssey is like I'm
Zelda's the
excited.
beginning. Odyssey's the middle. I mean, not even the middle. It's
What
like the
you know,
second
like
phase.
yeah, the next second phase. But damn, dude.
But yeah, man,
And
like,
that
it's a
release
return
date.
to form. Like they're going back to just a regular Mario game. Like no
Well,
more weird shit.
But
Well, like I'm sure there's
I
gonna
mean-
be plenty of weird shit.
I mean, yeah, like the Mario
Yeah.
game itself,
No,
Mario
like,
Odyssey
yeah.
is the weird
no,
shit.
what I
in
mean,
a
like
way.
an open world 3D thing that you just run around.
yeah, but that's the
That's what I
interesting
want.
thing is like it's
Like
like,
they haven't done that in a very long time. It's
They-
always been like level based.
have they ever done that?
Of course.
What,
Super
open
Mario
wor-
64?
Oh, right.
Sunshine. They stopped that Sunshine.
Mario
and then after
Galaxy was kind of
yeah, Galaxy too.
But that's
Galaxy
the
and
interesting
You're
thing
right, you're
is
right.
like now that they have this graphical capabilities with the Switch, they're like, oh fuck it, like why does a Mario game have to look like this? Like why does it all have to look like polygons? Let's make a fucking city. Let's make a jungle. Let's make
Yeah.
Mexico or whatever it is.
Yeah, dude.
The
He wears a
sombrero.
sombrero.
It's so
He wears a
good.
sombrero and a
and a
poncho,
poncho,
dude.
yeah,
Why not?
dude.
They're gonna
And he
make
wears
that
like an
into a toy.
American outfit. He wears like random shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny, man.
Dude, I saw this and we talked about it on Mumble too. And I was telling you the first feeling I got when I watched the trailer and saw the open world action was Zelda. It's like the world is alive. Like everything the Mario was going and doing, it was like, okay, you hit this, you discovered this, and there was
But like,
like
I wonder how open the world is actually going to be.
I wonder
Like,
too.
I bet it's still going to be like level based, like very
Yeah.
similar to Super Mario
seems
64. Like
that
you
way.
go to a painting, you jump into the
Yes.
painting, you
Dude,
go into the world.
But I gotta say, what I really loved about the trailer or like the gameplay or whatever, there's rockets. At least in the city, in New Donk
you
City.
throw your hat
you
and fucking-
become them.
Yeah. You throw your hat, you become the rocket, you go up, and then you're in, like, the city is very tall. Like, it's like a New York style city. So you're actually on one of the skyscrapers doing platforming shit, and you can see the rest of the city amongst the clouds, like in the distance, and then you go fly back down into the main level. Dude, I
That's
fucking
sexy.
love
What
that.
about
It
when
was
you-
so chilling. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm down because all Mario games have like an upper thing and then a lower thing, and this
Sure.
is just like a cool fusion of the open world
Yeah.
hub-based Mario and the upper and lower fidelity that they had in the older 2D games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very good fusion,
It's
dude.
very
I'm
interesting.
down, man.
I'm
Down
too.
as well. Although
I'm very
I'm
down.
not-
I'm down or up. Where are you guys at? Yeah.
Basically, this like panel was like, okay, buy the Switch already. And like,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know
it's
what?
like either buy
Maybe
the
if they-
Switch now or like get it now.
well,
and then
you can't.
we're gonna have some really cool
because
shit
it's
soon.
still fucking sold
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
everywhere.
maybe if they were better.
It's
about
getting
their
easier to
fucking-
find. It's getting easier
I
to
know.
find, but
You
it's
told me
still-
that Serge found it pretty easily by going to the same Best Buy,
if
right?
I mean, he's had it for a little bit.
Yeah, I got to figure
So,
that out. But
yeah.
you know, I'm too
I
busy
highly
with other
recommend
stuff.
it, man. It's
But I gotta say,
pretty good.
the one gripe I had with the Nintendo panel, now that we're talking about it, is the guy with like the Nintendo America guy, where
Yeah.
like the stuff would change
Reggie?
around him.
Yeah,
yeah,
Reggie.
it was a little bit too scripted for me.
It's,
was like,
he's always
okay,
like
it
that.
was like,
Literally
hey Reggie, say
always.
this
It's
line.
always like
Hey,
that.
say this line. Okay, now say this line
Yeah.
and walk away.
It's all. Yeah, that's
It's literally
that's
always
what he
like
is.
that. In fact, I
Yeah.
would even
He's
endeavor
in
to
Reggie
say.
selling you a Switch mode.
Wait, so
Like,
they
Yeah.
weren't they weren't there in person? They just like showed a 30-minute video.
Yeah,
Is that all
that's
it was?
basically what they've been doing.
And they
for the
won
last, like,
E3
4
with a 30-minute video.
That's
Sweet.
they've only been doing directs for like the last 4 years.
Oh
They don't do
wow.
press
Do
conferences
they have their
anymore.
own thing?
Nintendo Direct
And
Yeah.
Treehouse.
and Treehouse? Yeah.
Treehouse is their E3 presence, where like
Yes.
you can literally their Treehouse is basically like the American
Oh, yeah.
localization or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's cool.
And you just sit in the Treehouse and they just play games for like hours, and
Yeah,
you just
so
watch
they
them
just talk
play
about
the
it
games, and they just talk about
they
it.
just
Yeah.
stream it all
Yeah.
all throughout
Damn.
E3.
I heard there was a 5-hour wait for Fallout VR.
I heard there was a 5-hour wait for Minecraft.
Bro,
Wow.
please, dude.
Yeah, Minecraft in 4K, dude.
I'd rather play
Buckle up.
I'd rather play Fallout 4 VR than Minecraft VR, dude. Honestly, me personally.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh
need
wait,
that.
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is coming to Xbox.
That's
you see
pretty
what that
cool,
is?
man.
Yeah.
I mean, they've released a lot of updates on it.
They're
too,
getting a
and-
huge update. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there's
vaulting
videos.
and climbing and,
Yeah,
and some
exactly.
weather.
And Rocket League is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's,
That's
really
cool. And
Yeah,
with
that's really
crossplay, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking
And
baller, dude.
exclusive like Mario hats and shit.
Yeah,
like-
dude, that's baller. Like, imagine
Yeah.
just like playing soccer with a Mario hat, you know?
Yeah, and nobody else can get it on the other systems. It's great.
But yeah, dude, the main message was if you haven't already bought a Switch, then you better get on
Do
that
it.
right now.
yeah.
If you can, yeah.
Before it's
you
too late,
should.
before all these games are like everybody's not talking about them anymore because it's done, you know.
But yeah.
Nobody's talking about Zelda.
The
anymore.
Mario's coming out when?
Yeah, no.
October?
October. It's later this year.
I
so-
got really like
Yeah,
excited
I
when I
think
saw
October,
the date.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's in like 3-4 months.
Yeah, it's
like,
just around the
that's-
corner.
Wow.
Yeah. We got ARMS coming out like in a week.
Can you buy
We
Can you buy
have-
Nintendo Switch games like on the store without like buying physical?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm done.
I
Like,
mean,
I'm
I
I don't have to go to a store
I
to
don't
buy
know,
sold out
man.
games because they're gonna be sold out. That's the thing.
No, games.
No,
never
no,
sell out.
games
No, but
never sell out.
The
Games
fucking
never sell out.
The one that you lick and it tastes like shit. That cartridge? No, I
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yeah, they actually did that shit on
Yeah,
purpose.
you told me
they
that.
put like a
It's
bitterant.
crazy.
They put a
What?
they
Yeah.
put a bitterant on the cartridges itself.
Why?
So like kids and shit, they
Oh.
they
'Cause
don't.
they're
chew
like
on it.
SD cards.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
just like dogs don't like chew it up and shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
not bad.
and like apparently it's fucking like terrible.
okay,
So
No,
if you want to
You
give it a
should
try
test
real
it
quick,
out.
Arik,
Yeah, you
we
should
could
test it out.
bring it right now on camera.
let's do it.
No,
All of
no
it.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
all
let
of
you do it. No.
Doesn't it lose its bitterness the more you lick it?
Let's
You
put
know
it
what?
to the
You
save
let,
test.
it.
let us
Re-
know
you
when you
know.
get the Switch, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, for sure I will. let me know when you get the Switch. Don't you not have a Switch yet?
I don't have a Switch.
Yeah,
yet.
see that's
If the second that
you don't
they,
either.
Yeah, the second they tell me what this Pokemon RPG is, though, and if it's like something
Wait,
good,
so you're still not convinced?
oh, I'm not convinced. No.
Oh wow.
Bro, Shahan has one. Like they have one, dude.
I
Why
mean,
don't- and I mean
it's
has one.
accessible, yeah.
Like it's accessible. Why am I gonna get it unless it's for a game I specifically
True.
want to put my time
Unless they
into?
drop the price like crazy, but like that's probably not gonna
Black
happen.
Friday.
Either
It'll be-
price like crazy or the supply of it just like starts
Dude,
what is it
streaming
like?
in. I'm
It's
not gonna
price.
fucking sit at
Let's
Toys
be
R Us.
real.
man, it's
It's
$250.
price. It's price.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really what it comes down to.
Yeah, but
dude.
it's $250. It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
It's reasonable, but not for
Not-
everybody.
Not for the amount of games it has right now. No,
Right.
it's not reasonable for the
But
amount of
by
I think
games.
by the end of
October.
the year, you can totally make an argument
Yes.
that
You
there's gonna
could.
be plenty of games.
You know
on
what?
it.
Let's make that argument at the end of the year. Let's do it. Let's look at it.
I'm down.
We will.
I'm very down
I
actually
think
to
I'm
do like an
waiting.
end of
We
the
will.
year like a progress report on the Switch.
I'm very
Do
down.
you have one, John? No. Okay, that's the
All
problem.
right, progress report done.
Hello, we're done.
All right, but overall, this E3 was pretty fun.
Yes.
More
a lot of
thoughtful.
very interesting.
Again,
yeah,
yeah.
a lot less action packed than I hoped it would be, but
Yep.
that's okay.
Can I just say my disappointments?
Yeah.
No Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Oh
sucks.
shit.
No
Yeah.
Death Stranding.
No Death Stranding.
No
And
Super
no-
Smash.
No
No
Red
Super
Dead
Smash.
Redemption.
No Red Dead
which is coming out later
Redemption.
this year. It's like
Yeah.
crazy.
But
that
like
they would've-
Rockstar never has a presence at E3.
That's true.
Like they do their
Okay.
own thing.
They're a little.
They
bitches.
should though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eh.
But Death Stranding, I forgot about
Death
that. It
Stranding,
would've been
yeah, no
nice to
Death
see a little
Stranding.
something.
But I think it's because like they're
Well,
hard at
some-
work on
some-
it. You know,
Yeah.
they're really hard at work.
I mean
on
that's
it.
very early on too. You know, like that.
Kind
We're
of,
probably
but
not going to see
at the
that for
same
another
time-
like 2-3 years.
Have you guys been alerted to the Roots Cruise? Everyone's saying Death Stranding is actually the next Metal Gear Solid.
What do you mean?
Oh, it could be.
And yeah, have you read about this or heard
I haven't read
this?
about this, dude. But now that you mention it, I remember the trailer because it was just
Oh,
didn't
like,
show you anything.
It's all a con.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
all
this
a
is
con.
actually-
It's all a con. It's
Yeah.
actually the next Metal Gear
Oh.
Solid.
I would believe it. I
Yeah,
would
they're
believe
saying like
that.
I would
Kojima is
totally
taking everyone
believe
on a
that.
Roost Cruise. Yeah, like that
Yeah.
he's just fucking with
But
everyone.
he can't. He can't do it.
As far as you know, how do you know what? Do you have that in legal writing, my friend? Can you please source me on
I think
that?
Konami's got it illegal, right?
Okay, but when you contact Konami, then you let me know, dude. Who you
I
never know
mean-
with Kojima, dude.
No,
He's
but-
always multi-layered.
Yeah,
with
that's true.
everything
But he
does.
has said in statements that he's basing it off of a lot of like these Japanese fiction novels that I've been telling myself to read, but they're like based off.
No, he doesn't like that. I mean,
No, they're like
Dude.
no, not anime
Not
stuff.
anime. Oh, okay,
This is
thank
like in the 40s and 50s. They're like mystery novels with science fiction twists and stuff, and like this like taking it back to like the first stories that were ever told, like about rope and stuff like that. Some weird shit. Just look it up. Just look it up.
Okay,
But
I'll look it up, Mama.
All right.
I just love the fact that Guillermo del Toro is going to be in it.
Yeah, I do too.
himself.
Himself.
Playing
It's
himself.
great. I love him. I love him. He's the best. He's the best.
I appreciate Kojima.
Yeah.
I appreciate him. I don't
Kojima-san.
always care
I
about his
totally
games that
appreciate
much,
him.
but I appreciate
They didn't
him.
let him finish Metal Gear Solid 5. That's why it's kind of wonky, but
And-
I still love
yeah,
playing it.
He's gonna finish it with Death Stranding.
Yeah.
That's what
there you go.
Very
By
good.
the way, have you guys you guys don't have the PS4. None of you.
I have a PS4.
You have a PS4.
I've
Yeah,
been
he does.
Yeah, have you-
Sony PC guy.
have you been playing
PS4 all
Horizon?
my life. Yeah, I played Horizon.
Okay.
Let's not get into Horizon.
Okay. Well, I
Sell-
just
let's-
bought it, so
This is
Oh, okay.
post-podcast.
Yeah, this is a post-podcast talk.
All right.
So let's call it an episode.
I'm down.
yes.
Our email is mail@thenextlevel.com.
It is.
Tell us
So
how
you
good
guys
we
can-
look.
Yeah.
Tell us how good we look. This is our first
Tell us
video
how
fucking
sunburned I
debut,
am.
dude.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
You look great.
I forgot to
We
put
all
sub
look
on.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Josh, you look great.
Hell yeah, Josh. Thank you, man.
Let's call it an episode, man.
Let's do it.
All right. Good night,
Cheers.
guys.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Hell yeah.